Good evening, everybody, and welcome once again to another episode of Game Masters right here on the GDQ Hotfix. We've got a trilogy of Fire Emblem handheld games coming at you momentarily, but before we do, SGDQ 2023 is coming up May 28th through June 4th in Minneapolis, Minnesota. If you're interested in attending the event, registration is now open until May 3rd, so be sure to go to gamesdonequick.com for more info. Now, the man of the hour, or a couple hours, whatever it takes to complete these games, Kirby Masta, once again joining us on Hotfix. How are you doing, buddy?
I am doing okay, and yeah, Fire Emblem is pretty fun. I've been speedrunning a lot of Fire Emblem as a whole recently. After HDQ, I've learned the Awakening speedrun, off the record. I updated the routes for all the other 3DS Fire Emblems. I've been working on those a lot recently as well, and now I'm like, hey, why don't I show off all three games? Yeah,
what like three games are we playing here, back to back to back?
So I'm going to be showing them off in not chronological release order. So Fire Emblem Awakening is the first 3DS game. Fire Emblem Fates is the second one I'm going to run, and that actually is technically three different games: Conquest, Birthright, and Revelation. For the sake of time, I'm only going to be running Conquest because it's the most reliable of the three, and also the most interesting. Birthright's actually really kind of a giant train wreck of luck, even though it's the easiest route. And then the last game I'm going to show off is Echoes Shadows of Valentia, which plays very differently from the first two games because Echoes is a remake of Fire Emblem Gaiden, an NES game.
Yeah, so you got some of that NES jank there. So,
yep.
Like when I played Fire Emblem games, Kirby, I know there's like ridiculous like crit damage. It does like what, 3x damage to you
times 3 damage
or something like that. It's astonishing how brutal these games are. And you know, any sort of RPG like this, there's so many different statistics, and you're doing dice rolls a lot of times on some of the attacks. And I'm curious, Kirby, how much of these runs comes down to either one, just hoping and praying that you get the right hits at the right time and your enemy doesn't crit, versus, you know, RNG manipulation to try and control it and, you know, more likely guarantee yourself you're not going to get hit by something like that would end an attempt? Or how much of it is like just protecting yourself where, you know, if the worst case happens, we're still good with the speedrun?
So there is zero RNG manipulation for the most part of all these games. Unfortunately or fortunately, depending on how you want to look at it. Very unfortunately with the level ups, because you're familiar with Pokemon Kaizo, right?
Yeah, I think we all are at this point.
So yeah, and level ups are random. So getting a good run of all three games requires the equivalent of getting 4 runnable Pokemons in a row. So in other words, there's a very high chance I'm going to have to reload a backup save in case I get really stat screwed.
Okay, well...
Worst case scenario. But hopefully that doesn't happen,
at least you
but
have
we'll
them
see.
In there.
Yeah.
But Kirby, are you ready to go? We got 3 games. We got to get this going.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and get started. So got the timer ready?
Yeah. Give us a countdown.
All right. Wait, do I even have I don't even have a Robin setup save yet. So you can tell I'm very prepared. So we have not started time yet, but we typically start timing on a fresh file after creating our avatar.
I'd like to remind everybody you're watching Game Masters, a show all about expertise in speedrunning in all of its forms. Kirby Masta here, just coming in, showing what that means by forgetting to prep the file ahead of time. Don't worry.
Exactly. And in honor of Kittymon, I'm going to name this Robin Kittymon, even though her name's Robin. This is totally not me improvising after forgetting to set this up, but that's okay. So this game and Fates, the second game, have a customizable avatar where you can customize their assets and flaw, which you can see in the layouts. Needless to say, we're going to be using a magical Kittymon with a glass cannon Kittymon. I'll explain why as we go through the run, but that's going to be the build for this. So we'll go ahead and get ready on... I'll give a countdown. 3, 2, 1, Kittymon. Okay. No, I don't want notifications. All right, so we have a prologue chapter. And this chapter, there's nothing really interesting in this chapter. It's just kind of one of those dream chapters of a tutorial. So just doing a bunch of options. And then you're going to see a lot of black screens, unfortunately, for this run. Because it's way fast. Having the AI move your units before you is way faster. But there are 2 main objectives in the Awakening speedrun. Routes, which is kill everything, and kill the boss, which is self-explanatory. So a lot of maps are early maps are route, and we're going to try to funnel as much experience into our Robin, the main avatar, as possible. So we really want to keep an eye on Robin's level ups, and hopefully she gets as many what's it called? Magic, speed, and literally every stat as possible. That
Just get all the stats. That seems
is
pretty
not a
low,
good start.
having three pluses there.
That's not very good. I might actually reset.
Listen,
I might actually reset. But
+1 to the attempt counter. All right.
yep, +1 to the attempt counter. All right. Okay, we got a speed level. That's I guess we'll go with this. It's not good. We need magic very badly. So in order for us to get the perfect early game, we already missed 2 magic levels. We need 8 magic levels in a row from this point on, which is basically landing 8 Pokemon Thunders in a row. Nothing we can do about it. We have backups and a backup save if I get really screwed over. That's just Awakening. By the way, this is a normal mode, so in case anyone wants to complain about that. The strat for this is hope you dodge and don't die. And just bunga, and hope you get good levels.
All right, come on, magic. There we go.
That is a
magic.
very good level up, yes. That is a fantastic level up. All
So
right.
how much variation is there between like a bad set of level ups all the way up versus a good set? Like how different in power are you?
Well, first of all, we would have killed that archer if we got another point of speed.
You know, 2 magic levels?
2 magic levels. We did not die, surprisingly. Okay, that's not a great level up, but that's okay. I'm just gonna play this safe and just bonk you. This is more workable. This is more workable. But yeah, the speedrun for Awakening is kind of an all or nothing thing. So like, you either get the stats you need and keep going, or you don't and you reset, basically. But I do have a renown shop I can use to alleviate a lot of that, which is technically not allowed because it's kind of like a DLC kind of thing, New Game Plus kind of thing. But I'll use it if I have to. There's a very high chance I have to in the first place, anyways, because there's a 3/4 chance that the run will die in 3 chapters from now, which I cannot do anything about, even though it's normal mode. Okay, so this is another route chapter where we have to kill every last one of them. And so we want our Kittymon, to not die and kill everything and get good levels. Bunga, bunga. That is a fantastic
That's a
level
great
up.
level.
Yeah, that is a really good level up. I'm not going to go into too much detail on what all the stats do for now, because... Okay, we don't talk about that level up. Well, I'll do it when I have a bit more downtime, but the main things to talk about right now in terms of mechanically is that this game has a pair-up system, where you can pair a unit into another unit, and the lead unit pretty much gives a stat bonus to... The paired-up unit gives a stat bonus to the lead unit right now. And right now we have the main character, Chrom, paired into Robin. Giving her a 3 speed, 3 luck boost, I think. But the other big thing about Robin is the reason... Robin's, like, fine, normally. Like, her growths are, like, kind of just typical and not that amazing compared to other characters. The reason why she's so broken is because her class skill is Tactician. Tactician gives you a 50% experience buff if you're paired up.
Oh, I did not know that when I played this.
Yeah, 50%. So,
That's a
yeah,
lot.
and just due to how the experience management works in this game, experience formula, the experience floor for killing something, even if you're like extremely over-leveled, is relatively high. So with Tactician, I think you get like a minimum of like 14 experience per kill, even if you're ridiculously over-leveled. And that just snowballs. Alright, so what we really want is 14 magic by the end of this chapter. We are nowhere close to that. That is literally impossible for us to hit. But we can still make things work, I guess. This Robin is kind of not fantastic, but it's okay. And this is a defeat boss chapter, so we just have to kill the Armor Knight that's kind of up at the center top. This Robin is not very good. Let me say that. She's gained, I think, 5 magic levels out of...
The 8 you wanted.
Yeah. You need 8 out of 10 typically, but I think I've gained like 4 out of 10, something like that so far.
Well, we're living dangerously.
We're living dangerously, so we are 2 short of the ideal magic level ups. So that's fantastic. But that's okay, we'll make do. We'll make it work out. So... Oh, Anna. So Anna is a random merchant. And she did not give us what we want, so I'm gonna ignore that. So Anna needs to spawn, which is random. She needs to not spawn on a map spawn, or else you can't shop there. And she needs to spawn with a second seal by chapter 7. If none of those happen, then run's dead. And nothing I can do about it. I can grab the second seal I need to, which is a reclassing item from the cheat shop, just in case. But the run will be officially not legit if I have to resort to that. Okay, so since my Robin's
I'm counting on it to turn around this next set of levels.
We'll see. So my Robin doesn't have the offensive benchmarks to kill Lucina here. But so I have to use Chrom and just hope that he gets a dual strike on her to kill her for us. And he did. So that's a good level up, but we're probably dead. Yep, we're dead. All right, reset time. Let's go. Welcome to Awakening speedruns. By the way, you might hear this a lot. This is on normal difficulty, the easiest difficulty. Just FYI. just FYI. Okay, so we're just gonna have to hope again that we just dodge everything, because that's the only way we can survive. And our bulk is actually kind of average. 50-50 for Lucina. We might be able to take one more hit here. Chrom, stop stealing stats. Yeah, our defense is actually about average, so it's not like even like we're that much of a glass cannon at the moment, but I'm gonna have to elixir here. And the problem is Lucina runs away to heal. This is why it's so important to hit the offensive benchmarks you need to kill Lucina, otherwise she's gonna run away and heal. But we just lost a lot of time there, but I can't do anything about it.
Wait, that's not Lucina. That's clearly Marth.
Oh yeah, that's clearly Marth. It's totally not Lucina at all.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what am I talking about? All right, one reset. Add one reset to the counter. We got bopped by Brock. I mean Lucina. You might hear me making a lot of Pokemon Kaizo references because speedrunning a 3DS Fire Emblem is basically trying to beat Pokemon Kaizo, unironically.
Yeah.
You just have to use two full restores there.
I do have a question for you, Kirby.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I want that.
Why? Why you do this?
Yes. Yes.
There you have it. The wise words of Kirby Master. Yes.
So in a series world record at the time, I wouldn't go out of my way to shop for anything because this is the kind of speedrun where like 3 seconds is a huge deal breaker. But in a marathon setting like this, I will go ahead and buy an extra Draco Shield for +2 defense because I kind of need it really badly. All right, so this is another route map where we have to kill every last one of them. I haven't really talked about any other units, and the only one worth talking about is Frederick. He's kind of what people call the Jaken of the game, which is basically like a unit who you start with that's kind of in a higher tier class, there to help you out, but kind of isn't as good long term. And Frederick does generally fit the bill for that. He's very helpful early on. He's also going to be a really important unit through the rest of the game because he's going to be Robin's main pair-up bot because he gives Robin a lot of defense, which we really want. And for now, Chrom is Robin's pair-up partner because we want them to build up support points so they can get married because marriage is a thing in this game. Yeah, that is a level up we really needed. Okay, this Robin's definitely picked up a bit.
Do we have a Mon?
Do we have a? I don't know if I'd say we have a Mon, but this is workable. This is workable. We might have to pivot later.
Yeah, we might have to pivot in Route 22.
We might have to pivot to a different save, but I don't think we need to resort to that quite yet. All right. If Anna doesn't spawn with the second seal, this run's dead. Actually, no, we have one more map. We have one more chance for Anna to spawn with the second seal.
Chat, we need your energy.
Give us your energy, but for now, we need to actually do this map first, which is yet another route map. So again, we have to kill every last one of them. This is a pretty big map. So our goal is to just get Robin as many kills as possible. She wants to hit level 20 by the end of this map, which is a level cap. And she's going to stop getting level ups. But obviously, we still want her to snowball and keep getting more levels. I'm going to play this a little safe. We just killed Gaius. Bye.
Rip.
Okay,
hey,
that's a good level. Yeah.
See, I was pulling for you in this second set of levels here.
Yeah, that's always what happens in speedruns. You always get really bad early levels, and then later on, they start being good. That's always what happens. It's both amusing and kind of infuriating at the same time. also forgot to unequip Crom. He's wasting time with his level ups, but oh well. Well, let's do that because we do not want level ups on anyone not named Robin because they're just a waste of time.
And there's like a limited amount of XP really that you're working with.
And the animations also just level up animations just cost a lot of time in general too. It's like it's not really like an LTC where you want to like optimize your experience to spread them out across units that might help. Instead, you want to avoid level ups as much as possible, unless it's like Robin, basically. Okay, so level 20. 18 magic. I think that's pretty workable at this point.
All right,
She's
come
caught
on,
up.
merchant.
Come on, Anna. Come on, Anna.
Do it for us. Do it for
Do
the
it for us.
content.
Let this run be legit. Come on, Anna. Come on, Anna. Oh.
Oh.
No, not that one. Oh, no.
I guess
All
that's
right,
Rip.
that's Rip. Run's dead. So I'm going to cheat for a bit and grab these New Game Plus items just for marathon safety. So
Thanks for nothing, Anna.
Thanks for nothing, Anna. She spawned, I think, 5 times this run, and none of them had second seals.
Do you know the percentage chance offhand?
I don't know the exact percentage, but empirically speaking, when I've kept track of everyone that's died to lack of Anna, and about 3 out of 4 runs die.
Okay, so it's not
To no
unheard
Anna.
of. 75%
It's pretty-
chance of
yeah.
death. Yeah.
Pretty much. But the reason why we need a second seal is so we can reclass our Robin into a Pegasus Knight and just be utterly broken. Also, I need to make another detour really quickly. Did I get the energy drop? Because Robin also needs to hit 14 strength, even though this is the magic Robin. I'm going to just grab that for marathon safety, because this Robin did not meet the strength benchmark she needs. Without it, the run's dead, so this run's double dead. Okay, so now that Robin cannot use magic anymore, I'm gonna have her start using lances and just use up these stat boosters for now. And I'm gonna save because there's a very high chance Robin can just die on this map, even though this is normal mode and Robin's really overleveled. Because we are now a flyer. Flyers are good because they can move everywhere. But the one thing that flyers don't like, they are allergic to bows, and there are like 3 bow users on this map. So we kind of want to dodge them and not die. That is the strat. Just dodge Lamau.
Just get good RNG. Don't
Yeah, just
bad
get lucky.
RNG.
Just
There you
dodge
go.
Lamau. So yeah, we would like javelins because javelins allow you to use 1 to 2 range weapons, but we can't use it because we don't have the weapon rank to use it. So we can only use a bronze lance, which is only 1 range. And having a 1 to 2 range weapon is really important because it allows you to counterattack basically everything. So we're actually building up lance rank so we can use a javelin by the end of this map. Okay, this is actually looking okay.
So how many required maps do you have to clear throughout the run?
About 26, 27, I think. All right.
Yeah, I didn't even know this enemy phase skip feature was a thing. So I was wondering, like, how is he going to do an entire Fire Emblem game in 40 minutes? Like, okay, I see. It's starting to make sense.
Yep.
You're fine. You're fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, we are really over leveled, and we're still getting a ridiculous amount of experience because of one, the experience floor for this game is really generous, and 2, veteran. Again, we get plus 50% experience if we're paired up. All right. Chapter 8 is another route chapter. There are a lot of route chapters early on. The number of route chapters are going to kind of go down as we go through the game, but yep. Okay. So this is a desert map, and your mobility is really limited on desert, unless you're a magic user, or, not spoiler alert, conveniently enough, a flyer. And we are a flyer, so that is convenience.
No way.
I know,
Wow,
flyer.
it's amazing how that worked out.
All right, so we have to kill every enemy on the desert map. We're going to have a few flunkies just help out here and there, because one of the big weaknesses of Robin is that there's only 1 of her. And we also have these 2 units in the middle, Naui and Gregor. They're just flunkies. They're going to kill off 1 or 2 units that Robin can't reach. We got magic, at least.
Yeah, I think this desert map in particular is the one that gave me a lot of trouble when I played through this.
I wouldn't blame you. Especially if you don't have like a lot of flyers or mages. Okay, not bad. We still want like just basically every stat not named strength. Strength is kind of irrelevant on Robin at this point. Because we're going to make her purely magic focused later on, after she reclasses 1 more time. Okay. Because now we hit level 10. And we also just grabbed an item called the Master Seal, which is what allows us to basically go into the second tier of classes. We're not going to do it yet because we don't want too much experience. We need to hit level 15 at the perfect time later on in mid-game. And I'll explain why later on. But basically, we don't want to promote until the exact possible moment, which is this moment here. So now we just are now an advanced class called a Dark Flyer. What's better than a 7-move flying unit with lances, an 8-move one with magic?
Whoa. Dark Flyer, baby.
Dark Flyer. And now everything dies.
God, what an easy speedrun curve.
I know, what an easy speedrun.
Can't believe I even brought you on the show for this. Oh.
Ooh, Anna. Okay. I'm gonna check other Annas here and there in case they have like a nice stat booster for me to use. Just for marathon safety. Obviously, you'd skip them in a serious run, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a support here. This isn't required, but it just gives Frederick and Robin like plus 10 avoid, which is nice for this map because this map can be pretty dangerous actually for Robin's survival. And I'm gonna use all these cheat items I got for marathon safety. Because this run's cheated anyways. Okay, so this is another really big map with, that's a route map. There are 2 recruitable units. There's a green unit named Libra in the bottom left corner. And we need to rely on him to bonk an enemy here and there with the killer axe. Because again, Robin's weakness is she can't be everywhere. And there's another unit named Tharja who's in the bottom right corner. If you're a Tharja fan, I'm not sorry. Not sorry. Because she's an enemy unit.
I know there's a lot of Tharja fans. I can't
see you, Tharja. So guys and Tharja are the casualties for this run so far. That's a little awkward. Libra didn't do his job. Libra did not do his job of killing his group of enemies.
So if you've played Fire Emblem Awakening, Chad, I've got a question for you. If you haven't played Awakening, you may be a little bit confused, but who did you marry?
Well, we are gonna... So Chrom, the main lord, has a forced marriage coming up in 2 chapters, and he will automatically marry whichever compatible woman he has a higher support with, generally speaking. And that is Robin, which is important because we want their daughter, Lucina, to inherit a certain skill from Robin. Because
is it possible
children
to marry Lucina?
Male Robin can marry children. Yes, I'm not going to get into that. But yes, people call it 3rd gen children. Okay. So by the way, Chrom's sister just kind of died, so now everyone's sad, and we're trying to run away. But we kind of have a stupid broken Robin that's like 20 levels ahead of the curve and just gonna delete everything. And this is a defeat boss map, so you don't actually have to kill everything. We just have to bonk the boss in the upper left corner. So we're killing a few convenient thieves that drop stat boosters, which is convenient. So we just gave Robin a +2 defense, +5 HP stat booster, just to help with her survivability. Because no matter how bulky your Robin is, you can still just die in late game, because Robin is still allergic to bow users. So we want as much bulk as possible, and also, what's it called? We need to just dodge Lamau. Okay. So the end of this chapter is kind of the time limit for Chrom to decide on to pick his wife, basically. After this, his wife is going to become Robin by default because Robin is his highest support partner. And now that we are Robin has started to snowball, I think this chapter will be self-explanatory. You're about to see. This is a route map, so we have to kill everything. Okay, 3rd of the map just died. Cool.
Wait, what?
Okay, end turn. Let the snowballing begin. This is the boss, by the way. This is the boss, by the way. He's like the final boss of the first arc of the game.
To black and it comes back and it's just nothing but death everywhere. Ooh, look at that level up. Almost a full set.
Let's go.
See, now that you cheated, it's just giving you the good RNG because
now I'm getting the good luck after I cheated. Thanks, game. Okay, yeah, so everything just dies. Yep. That's all you need to know. Everything is just going to keep dying. All right. Map done. So this is where the run gets super fun, because you just have a stupid Robin that deletes everything, and it's really stupid. In a fun way.
Now, do you ever utilize any of the other characters? Other than Crom, maybe, or Lucina or something?
For combat...
Is this just the Robin power hour here?
95% Robin. You're actually going to see another unit do a little bit of combat in this chapter. Her name is Shirsh. She's a Wyvern rider. I don't remember what to do here. And she's, again, the weakness of Robin is that there's only one of her. So, this is Shirsh. She's a Wyvern rider. She's pathetically slow, but she has a hammer, so she can bonk Armor Knights. And her role is to kill these 2 Armor Knights, and that's it. Good job. Meanwhile, Robin's going to wipe out the entire map. So again, this is a route map, so we have to kill everything on this map. And Shirsh is going to help out by picking off 2 Armor Knights in the bottom right corner. Good job, Shirsh. Robin's giving me all these level ups now. Why couldn't you get these earlier? That's always what happens. That's always what happens.
Look at that.
Okay. And now the upper right corner of the map's going to be cleared out.
Love it.
So how's it going, Fan? Well, we just watched the slaughter.
Yeah, so does anybody else feel bad for the enemies?
I don't. After all the resets I had to go through.
I mean, they're just standing there, Kirby, and then they're gone. Like, I feel like the fade to black is actually censorship, because we're not going to see Robin just go around and take out all these poor defenseless troops.
Oh wow, we got the fast strat. You usually have to burn an extra turn because there's a random Armor Knight running away. Like, he knows not to, that Armor Knight knows not to fight Robin, so I have to use up a turn, but no, we got the fast strat, which is kind of uncommon. Okay, so this is an important map to look at Robin's experience benchmark, because Robin cannot hit level 15 at the end of this map, but Robin must hit level 15 right afterwards. The reason is, the end of this map is when we're going to get Lucina, and we need Lucina to inherit a skill called Rally Movement, and she inherits the last skill that Robin has listed. Robin will learn another skill at level 15 that we do not want Lucina to inherit, which is really funny, because the casual meta for Awakening is to teach that level 15 skill to as many units as possible, but because it's a speedrun, we don't want to do that. So yeah, if we are at level 14 with, what's it called? 49 experience or higher, then the strat will not work, and we have to do a little bit of a backup strat. But we're at 29 experience, so we should be very close to leveling up to level 15, but not actually hit it by the end of this map.
All according to plan.
All according to plan. Okay, so now we just got Lucina, and she's a really important child unit, the only one in the speedrun actually, so she's by default the best child unit in the game.
I heard like the scaling on the children is pretty broken.
It is normally, but we didn't train Crom at all, so Lucina's stats are kind of garbage. But she has rally movements.
Yeah, and also, where do the kids come from? They just show up.
Yeah. There's no time traveling whatsoever in this game. Okay, so what does rally movement do? Well, it gives surrounding units +1 move. Robin has +1 move. Frederick gives Robin +1 move with a pair up. Okay, boss dead. Map over.
Oh. Okay then. Sure.
Yeah, so yeah, Frederick is the main pair up for most maps because he gives a lot of defense and +1 move to Robin. And rally movement from Lucina also gives +1 move, and mobility is a very useful stat in this game.
He's also an XP dumpster. Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Those early game promoted units, the biggest trap. They kill everything but steal and munch all the XP from the other people who would be better.
Okay, let's see. So this is a route map. Not a huge map, but we do have a lot of enemies to kill in kind of a dense area. So we're gonna learn Gale Force right here. What does Gale Force do? Well, when you kill something, you move again. Yeet! And we learn it just in time. Perfect. And everything dies. As usual. So again, if you are a Shirsh fan, she's gonna get 2 more kills on this map because there's 2
Yay.
armor knights in the upper right corner that don't move. And Church's role is to bonk them, while Robin does the rest of the work. Church does get like the 3rd most kills in the speedrun, I think. 4 kills. Frederick's number 2, and I don't think I need to say who gets the most kills. Good job, Church.
It's Crom, right?
It's totally Crom. He gets all the credit as a main character.
Remember, Crom is the actual protagonist. You're just the self-insert protagonist.
Well, don't worry,
tied
because
into
the
the
self-insert of Fates is the protagonist of the game, of the next game. So don't worry about that. Oh, the nice thing is with auto battling also moves you again for you after gale forcing. So we're just spamming auto battle until the AI just kills everything for us. Because, you know, Robin and gale force and magic is broken. Also, we got a little bit unlucky here. We lost a turn because the AI for auto battling didn't cooperate. So we actually got a 5 turn when we won a 4 turn. Oh well, not a big deal. Okay, next map. A lot of casuals have a lot of trouble with this map, understandably, because of the reinforcement spawns being kind of unfair. I think they spawn like turn 3 or 4.
What if you finish before turn 3 or 4?
Yes, they're not. But the workaround for ambush spawns, the reinforcements, is just to beat the map before they spawn. Just like this. Dance, so you move again. Gale force.
That was a good level up. That was a great. All these level ups
Gale
seem
force.
to be really heckin' good.
All right, so we just moved Robin 3 times in the same turn. Just no big deal. No big deal. So yeah, you'll see another trend. You'll see the same thing in the next map coming up. So the next map's actually kind of scary because we don't really have enough movement to be. We have barely enough movement to reach the boss, but our hit rate is not fantastic against the boss. And if we have 38 magic, I think. We need 37 to 41 magic to 2-shot this boss with Arc Thunder, which is really inaccurate. If we have at least 42 magic, we can use L-Fi, which has 15 more hits. That is a huge buff. So thankfully, our magic is actually really good after all the cheats we use, don't mention it. So our hit rate against bosses is about 95%. We have to land 2 95s in a row. Actual 95% hit rates, I should say. If we had to use Arc Thunder...
Pokemon hit rates, where 80% means 0%.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
If I had to use Arc Thunder, it would be a double 70% displayed hit or a double 82 actual hit, because this game lights you at hit rates.
Of course it does.
Yep. I mean, do you blame it? We all suck at probability, unless you're me. Okay, we didn't miss the boss, so we're good. We did not miss the boss. But yeah, there is a hit rate system for this game called the 2RN system. I'm not going to get into too much detail, but basically, if your hit rate is higher than 50, the actual hit rate's higher than what the game tells you, and vice versa.
Of course it is.
Yeah, because to line it up more closely with human perception is what people suspect, which would make sense. They've changed it since Fates, and I'm not going to get into too much detail on that. But, yep. Oh yeah, by the way, this is another defeat boss. You can take a wild guess on what we're going to do here.
No, say it ain't so. Gale Force?
Oh, rally move. Frederick pair up. Have a dance. Because, oh yeah, dancers let you move again. I forgot to mention that. We have a Gale Force with a 10 movement Robin. Oh, hi, boss. See ya.
Incredible. God, what does the army think as they see this stupid dragon just fly straight to the boss while they're just sitting there
like,
immobilized? They can't do anything about it.
It must be really scary, honestly. But yeah, so this game that uses a 2RN system. Fates, Echoes, and Fire Emblem Engage use what people call a hybrid RN system. I'm not going to get into too much detail on that. But 3 Houses use the same system as Awakening. Which makes sense, because 3 Houses is done by a different company, different development team. But it looks like they're likely going to be sticking with the hybrid system since Engage brought it back. But who knows? We'll see. Oh, by the way, this is a defeat boss map. On a really big map, but who cares? Rally move.
Are those the only 2... we all know what's going to happen here, but are these the only 2 types of bats? You either kill all the enemies or you kill one enemy.
In this game, it's, the objectives... The only objectives are routes or defeat boss, correct. Fates brings back the Seize objective, which is you have to have a unit use the Seize command on a throne. But they took that out. They took that out afterwards. They don't have that objective anymore. Yeah, so Fates is Seize, Rout, or defeat boss usually. There's a few escape maps in Fates. Echoes, most objectives are Rout in Echoes. Okay, I saved because this chapter is actually really scary because there's a lot of bow users and we are allergic to bows. We also got hit by the first boss here, so that's kind of scary. But we can't afford to heal because we really want to use the Draco Shield. So Robin, don't die. Just dodge Lamau. That's the strat. Just dodge Lamau. Don't die.
You're fine.
Oh, hi, boss.
You weren't at 1 HP or anything.
I'll play this animation out because it's cool. All right, he's dead. Hope you enjoyed. All right, so that's kind of the end of like the second arc of the game, but we're approaching pretty much late game now. We have like 6 chapters left. All right, so next chapter, there is another, what's it called? There's a chance that Chrom can just die in this next map if you get hit by like 2 10% in a row. Because Chrom's a baby, he needs to get babysitted by Sayri. Because we need Frederick to pair into Robin, and Chrom is forced to play it in every map. And he kind of hasn't been trained its entire run, so...
Well, yeah, Robin really needed that XP.
Yeah. Okay, Chrom, go hide in the corner, literally. Okay, we really don't like assassins because, again, they all have bows and we are allergic to bows. Even though they have a really low chance of hitting us, like, it's still a realistic chance for them to hit us. And they do like 20 to 30 damage. Like that. And the AI for this game is actually surprisingly smart. So, like, the boss will move first and kill himself on us right now. But if we're weakened, like we were there, and we didn't heal, then the AI is smart enough to have the assassins move first just to try to kill you. So you really want to heal if you're weakened there. Otherwise, assassins will move and just try to shoot you with the bow and kill you.
Yep, that'd be bad.
Yeah, that's kind of bad. Okay, so this is going to be our first real shopping trip of the game that's not cheated. And we're going to sell a few goodies. You and buy 2 Arc Thunders because we need more weapons because we're actually running out of weapons.
I just want to compliment that menu, Kirby. Like, menuing in RPGs is no joke. That was so fast, I could not even follow what you were doing.
That was actually slow for me. But thank you. My standards also for menu are just really high too. But the 3DS games all have really responsive menus, so they're really fun. Yeah, by the way, a map happened.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah, a map just happened, don't worry. Okay, so we are approaching another big map. So if you remember the Premonition map, the very first tutorial map, that's supposed to be like a, what's it called? Deja vu kind of thing of this map. And we, again, as usual, we are allergic to assassins, so we're going to safety save because they can just delete us if they hit us. And this is a defeat boss into a route map, basically, because we can't leave this area until we bonk him. Yeah, this is totally not a one-sided fight. Goodbye. And cutscene. The bad guy's like, ha, I won. But Robin's like, no, I saw through your plan. I don't remember the exact details, but now we have to kill everything. All right. And hope that we don't die.
I believe.
We believe. Okay, how's the layout here? I don't like this layout. Kill this assassin. And so there's 2 assassins nearby us. If they both hit us, then we're probably almost dead. So don't hit us, please. Don't hit me. Well, I think we're okay. Oh no, they haven't moved yet. Okay, we're good. Okay, we just dodged everything. We take those. We took literally no damage. And Gale Force, go here. This is the magic tile where we can reach everything. And everything should die on this turn. Oh, but the same boss just died again.
Oh. Are they dead for real this time?
Yes. Okay. So we are wasting a lot of experience technically because we've been at level cap, but this is a speed run. we can loop Robin's level back to 1 and gain more stats, but it's overkill, and level ups cost a lot of time, and reclassing takes time. So again, you don't want level ups, because level ups are bad in speedrun. You just want enough level ups to go fast. Okay, don't want that. So we're approaching, we have 3 maps left in the speedrun, and then we're going to move on to Fates. So this is, I think, the last route map in the game. And then we have 2 more defeat boss maps right after this. This one's also a little scary because, spoiler alerts, there are bow users. We are allergic to bows, but not too many though. So we're probably okay. Hopefully. So I need to keep an eye on my magic stat because I'm going to be making a shopping trip to forge a weapon for the last boss. And when you forge, you can basically, for a cost, you can manipulate the stats of a existing weapon already. And so our weapon of choice for the final boss, who is incredibly bulky, is our Thoron Zone, because it's a very high might weapon, low accuracy weapon. This right here with 10 crit, 65 hit. But we're going to forge as much crit as possible, depending on our magic stat, a bit of extra attack power, and the remaining money on hit, because we don't want to miss. And we have 45 magic, which is 1 away from cap, so we don't actually need to use money to forge any mites, which is very nice. So, okay. So we're going to make a quick forging trip. Forge, Thoron. And now we have a 25 crit, 80 hit Thoron Tome. Or I can accidentally exit that menu on accident. No one saw that. Oh, I don't have money. Go down.
Can you just sell your unused units? Like, hey, take these. They're just making menus longer.
Right. So we have 2 maps left in the run. And this is a defeat boss map, and I'll safely save one more time.
Are we dancing, Kirby?
We are dancing. Because we've got a dance right here for Robin. Whoop.
No way. Oh my gosh,
Bonk.
you could move twice in 1 turn. Oh,
3 times.
3 times to the boss? Oh, this
Boss
is so
dead.
cool.
Okay. This map, the endgame map, is pretty much where runs go to die. Because we need to get a 30% crit. So after all that stuff you have to go through in early game, you have to gamble on a crit, and there is no other choice. There is no other option. Even
30% in a real run, 100% chance in this run because you bought those New Game Plus items.
Oh yes, totally. Let's do a safety save. Okay, so I'll take a quick second to explain this because there's a lot more involved in this fight than what you see. So this is Screama, a copy of you basically, and she halves all damage you deal to her. She's very dangerous, has 80 HP, double defense basically, and yeah, even though this is normal mode, she's really hard to kill. So what we're gonna do is get our dancer up, and then we have a unit named Henry, who is very useful because we got him for free. And when you pair him into Robin, he gives Robin +4 magic, +1 skill, +1 luck, which is a bit more hits, and the defense is not relevant. The other thing about Henry, the bigger part about Henry, is that he has a skill called Hex, which reduces adjacent enemies' avoid by 15, and Anathema, which reduces nearby enemies' avoid and critical avoid by 10. That means he's basically giving us 25 hit, 10 crits to enemies nearby. And this applies when he's paired up as well. So we have a +4 mites, +25 hit, +10 crit buff from Henry, and a 30 crit Thoron Tome. 25 crit Thoron Tome with as much might as possible. And this is our combat stats. We have 1 in 4 chances to get a 31% crit. If we fail, you reset.
You'll get it.
We'll get it. Don't worry, we'll get it.
This is guaranteed. This is 100%, not 30%.
Ooh, you ugly. Oh, well, okay. If she gets a double crit, that would be hilarious.
See, I told you. What, Kirby? What did I tell you? I told you it's 100% because you bought those items. You think I was making that up?
Seriously? Seriously? All right, that is Time on Awakening, and I'm gonna now switch games. Give me a sec.
Well, as you switch games, Kirby, we're actually going to go into our first break. as we're getting all that set up. But you finished basically exactly at 40 minutes. 40
Awesome.
minutes and 2 seconds. So good work there. But yeah, everybody don't go anywhere. We're just going to head in as we tend to a break as we set up the next run, which is going to be Fire Emblem Fates, the Conquest route. As a reminder, though, your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel do help support the GDQ Hotfix, so please consider subscribing if you enjoy all of the daily speedrunning content, like the Fire Emblem trilogy. Well, it's not technically a trilogy, but it's a trilogy on the same platform, so it's kind of a trilogy. But yeah, if you like it, consider subbing. See y'all in a bit. And welcome back to Game Masters, everyone, where we have Kirby doing the runs of the 3DS Fire Emblem games. Whew, all right, that was a mouthful. Now, Kirby, I see you got an eye patch on Kittymon here. Once again, we're playing with Kittymon for Fates, and I'm assuming the eye patch, it's totally not for style, right? That's like
totally not for style. No.
Yeah, it gives you plus points to the cool stats on level up. So yeah. Anyway, whenever you're ready, we can go ahead and do this one. This one's slightly longer, but I'm very excited to see how this one compares to the Awakening run.
Yeah, we'll make do. This is our, so just like Awakening, we have a customizable avatar. This one is going to be a strength-based avatar, and this Kittymon's going to be stupid, literally, because she's going to have a magic bane. That's why she's dull, and she's going to be a ninja. And I'll get into that later. But I will get ready on time on 3, 2, 1, go. So I'm going to be doing the Conquest route, which is the longest of the 3 routes technically, but it's the most interesting and most reliable, unironically. So we'll make do, even though it's considered the hardest of the routes. We have this premonition map again, where it's actually kind of pointless. It's just a dream. This is kind of the game's tutorial of like, hey, you can attack stuff by pressing the attack command, but you can just literally wait instead and skip everything. So you don't have to do anything.
Perfect.
So now we have the first proper tutorial where we have to fight. So the premise of this game is that you grew up in Nor with your adopted family, and Nor is at war against Hoshida, which is actually where Corrin's birth family is, or that's the intended premise, at least. The game lies to you about that. I won't get into too much detail on that. So we're in Nor right now. We're fighting and the Conquest route is where we side with Nor, the family that we grew up with.
Yeah, and they're pretty questionable story-wise.
Yeah, this game's not very well known for its story, but the gameplay is pretty top-notch, IMO, so...
Yeah, Awakening, they had some explanation, lore reason for the children showing up already aged. And in this one, they're like, yeah, whatever, they're just here. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it too hard.
So we got a really good level up, actually. And as usual, we want pretty much every stat, although we actually don't want too much defense, because in Conquest, there's a bit of an AI quirk where the enemies will actually ignore you if they can't damage you, which is bad in a lot of cases. So we don't want too much defense. Although too much defense is still better than too little defense, but we'll see. All right, we might just lose a run here. Okay, congratulations, we didn't miss. If you miss, you die. That is a very good level up. You have to land a 97 and an 87, I think, which is around a 99 and a 95 each. So it's pretty unlikely that you'll miss, but it happens.
It's not zero, not out of the ordinary.
Yeah, it is not zero. I know that shocks a lot of people, myself included, but if something's not 100, it's not 100. And if something's not zero, it's not zero. So this is the game's tutorial on Dragon Veins, which is a gimmick unique to this game, where if you are of noble blood, including Kittymon, then we can activate Dragon Veins, and Dragon Veins have a different effect depending on the map. In this map's case, they open up bridges. So our goal is to just get to the throne, and the objective of this map is to seize, which means expose the throne and use the seize command on it, which is on the bottom right corner.
And any unit seize, or just special ones?
We're primarily using Corrin. There will be other utility units that help out, so there's a lot more... Oh, we missed. Well, there's a lot of other units that help out throughout the run, whereas Awakening's a lot more focused on just snowballing your Robin. In this case, we still want to snowball Corrin, but there's going to be a good number of units that help out in the speedrun. Especially because the experience what's it called, curve in Fates is a lot harsher on units that are over leveled. Because I think if you're over leveled by like 5, then you get like 1 experience per kill in this game.
I'm guessing Nintendo just saw your run then. And was like, okay.
Yeah, they saw the
speed
run.
With that again.
Whereas in Awakening, it's like 10 or something like that if you're really over leveled. So like it's really hard to get past the level curve like that in Snowball. I mean, you still do it. It's just not as extreme as in Awakening. Okay, so now story-wise, we just fell into a canyon, and then we're actually with Hoshido. And we have a bit of a tutorial map here on trading. And we just grabbed a goddess icon, which is +4 luck. That just helps a bit with reliability. And our objective is to route the map and kill everything. Our brother Ryoma, our birth brother Ryoma, kind of does the work for us. Which is kind of sucks, because we kind of want as much experience as possible. But oh well. And again, we have dragon veins here. The gimmick is that they burn down the mountains, which allows us to traverse them more quickly, and also allows the enemies to traverse more quickly, which we want, because again, we want to kill everything.
How do you burn down a mountain? It's a rock.
That's true. I don't actually. Are they mountains? They are mountains, yeah. So this Corrin is really strong. I'm pretty concerned about her speed, though. I think she's gained only 1 point of speed, and again, speed is a very important stat because it allows you to double attack enemies. She's gained 1 out of 6, I think, which is kind of terrible. Okay, yeah, she can't double these enemies.
The game's waiting for you to cheat.
The game is waiting for me to cheat, yeah. Yep, see? Dodge it. No speed. Still no speed. Still no speed. Alright. But our stats are fine, actually, but it's just the speed that's a huge issue. But
look, chat, I know my Pokemon typing, and fire definitely is not effective against rock, okay?
Rock resists fire, okay?
These
did you know Corrin's a dragon?
Steel.
Corrin is a dragon. Shocker.
Oh, no way. Spoilers.
Alright, so this is a route map. We have to kill everything. Kaze is a ninja who's kind of helping us out on the right side for a bit. Because, again, weakness of Corrin, she can't be everywhere at once. Ninjas are pretty cool in Fire Emblem. I wish they brought them back. Okay. I kind of like to not die, so I'm going to go ahead and heal. Because not dying is a good idea. And it's just a boss left who is on way higher HP than I'd like. Because our brother Ryoma, who was an uncontrollable unit, was supposed to do more damage to them, but they didn't. So and we missed. So that's a fantastic start.
Thanks, bro.
Don't miss again. Thank you. We would have died if we missed that. Okay. But yeah, they did bring back knives in Engage, and they're like the most broken weapon type in Engage. They're so broken. This Engage speedrun literally forges a Steel Dagger +4 because each forging level you do gets +2 might, which is +8 might if you forge it enough, and that's ridiculous. Anyways, this is the part of the game where we choose on our path, and we're going to go with Conquest because that's the coolest route. And now we are teaming up with the family that we grew up with in Nor. And this is kind of... our goal is to just kill 4 enemies, exactly. So we have all of these other Norian units that are just temporary for now. They're just there to help us out. So we kind of just want Corrin to get as much experience as possible, basically. Yeah, put this on. And we want speed. 8 speed is pretty terrible. 8 speed is pretty freaking terrible. That doesn't matter. 8 speed is pretty bad. I forgot to auto battle. Eight speed. That's kind of bad. That's kind of bad. But I might have... This might be at a point where I don't know if I can even salvage this with cheating. That's how bad this is.
Yeah, Chad, I'm curious your opinions on this, given that there's 3 routes in this game, one of them being the DLC route. Which one between Conquest, Birthright, and Revelation was your personal favorite?
Oh, that is a hot topic.
Let us know in the poll. I'm curious. I'm curious what it is.
I feel like people are very polarized around Revelation, at least for some good reasons. I don't mind it as much. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a heart seal on Jacob. So Jacob is gonna be our parrot bot for most of the run, because his personal skill is evasive partner. When he's paired up with Corrin, he gives Corrin plus 15 avoid, and then plus 3 defense, plus 3 resistance, which is a giant, what's it called? Defensive buff, which we really need. And now we have this map with all these monsters, and Corrin can't double them. So we're gonna be taking a while. Well, how do we kill them? We shouldn't be doubling anything. Speed is terrible. Okay, that helps. That level up helps. Okay, sure, we take those, I guess. We just got 2 new units, Silas and Elise. Silas is a Cavalier who is pretty handy, mobile, bulky. He's gonna help out for a few chapters here and there and kill off 1 unit. Good job. And we also got 2 more units right after, Elise's Retainers, Arthur and Effie. They're also just gonna help out in the next few chapters just as a flunky for bonking an enemy here and there. Because again, Corrin's issue, she can't be everywhere at once, and we need to kill everything here. So Corrin's...
I do love everybody in chat saying it's like, no, this one's clearly the best. This is the only correct answer. In the poll, it's almost exactly even between all 3.
That's fun. That's funny. That's pretty funny.
All right, so the poll ends with it evenly split. All right, Kirby, back to you.
No, map just ended, so no worries.
Hey,
we're good. Hey,
got us a stat. Hey.
We got some crucial speed levels there. So one of our side objectives is to build up a support between Corrin and Jake because we want to marry them. Not necessarily because we want like kids or anything, but because Jacob's para bonuses go up with the support level. So we basically just want them to have a really high support level. So Jacob just gives even better buffs to Corrin when paired into her, and that's the big reason we use female Corrin because male Corrin can't get a net support with Jacob. But the Birthright speedrun does use male Corrin because you use Felicia, the female counterpart to Jacob. Let's see if that's correct. And if you use male Corrin, you get Felicia early, Jacob late, and if you use female Corrin, you get Jacob early, Felicia later. And this is a terrible layout. This enemy layout here is random, by the way, so this is actually really bad.
It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
I have not seen this layout in forever. So I have to think about this a bit and improvise a bit. What's your attack range? You visit. We need to visit 3 villages, by the way, for money, because money's actually kind of tight in the speedrun. Okay, we should be good. Yep. We're good. Okay. Don't die. The boss is actually really dangerous, especially since we're using a stupid Kiddymon, because our magic is bad, and meaning our resistance is bad, and we failed to kill the boss. So that's not a good sign. Don't miss. Thank you. Okay. Okay, chapter 9. This is a Seas map with the boss on it. The boss is Haitaka, and he's actually really dangerous because he's pretty dodgy since we are at a weapon triangle disadvantage, which I never explained, but certain weapons have an advantage over other weapons and vice versa. That's all you really need to know. And we're at a disadvantage against the boss. And he's actually pretty bulky too, and he's surrounded by archers that are just going to keep hitting us over and over again, even though it's normal difficulty. So it's a very dangerous map, and this is also a map where we need to kill a certain enemy to get 3,000 gold, because again, we really want money. But we cannot have too much defense, or else this enemies with 3,000 gold will ignore us, which is a huge time waster. I think we're just like 2 below the defense benchmark for them to ignore us, so we have pretty much enough defense to be tanky, but not so much to the point where enemies ignore us, which is pretty much perfect. Yeah. Okay. And that should still be fine, and we got 3,000 gold. Okay.
And the results are in, Kirby. Conquest.
Conquest. Glad I'm running Conquest then.
Conquested the poll, because that's definitely a word I didn't make up. 42%.
Oh,
I guess chat made the correct
majority. Chat did make the correct decision. One thing to note, we need to make sure we never end our turn in this region here, otherwise a bazillion reinforcements spawn, so we don't want that. We want to heal here, so we don't. If we attack, we have a chance of dying. Okay, 7 damage. We should be fine. We missed. We can still take a hit, I think. Okay. So we were fine because we have a guard gauge. Even if the archer hits us, yep, we're good. 3 HP. We're good. Okay. Now, that map is actually really scary. You know what else is scary? This map. Because this is a map that is different every time you play it. It's meaning I have to improvise almost every time. Because it is... Oh, yeah, here, have a Kittymon statue. It's a really big defend map. And it's not a defend map that you can really trivialize in this game. So... I'll get into it when I'll get into more details when we get closer. But for now, I need to make some pretty big shopping trips.
I love shopping.
3 concoctions, 8 HP tonics, 7 defense tonics, and then 15 speed, 11 skill tonics, 19. That's all our money. And for those not familiar, with tonics are basically temporary stat boosters. Stat boosters that last for just that one map. And we need every tonic we can get because we need really high combat benchmarks, even though it's normal mode. Okay. So we'll go ahead and do some setup for this map, do a safety save in case I screw up, which is very possible. And we're going to reclass Corrin into a ninja, because we really want 1 to 2 range.
I thought you were already the ninja.
Yeah, we set our class specialty as a ninja, but we aren't a ninja until we actually reclass into it.
Ah, okay.
Yep. Okay, and then HP, Strength, Speed tonic. And then Silas uses a defense tonic, and then Idols takes the vulnerary on deselect. Okay, I'll take a quick moment to explain this map. This is a defend map. We have 4 defend tiles to defend, so you can't really trivialize it by camping 1 unit, and we need to pretty much block off all these choke points. And since we can't end the map early, our goal is to basically be as lazy as possible, which is obviously not always possible, but any action we do, any combat we do is a waste of time. So that's why defend maps are unironically the hardest to speedrun or route, because you can't end the map early. So your goal is to just do as little as possible. So as case in point there, all I did was literally end turn. Okay, let's see. And we just also got the best unit in the game, Camilla. She's really broken, although she's not going to be as useful in the speedrun because we really just want to focus everything into Corrin. But yeah, this is Camilla. She's ridiculous in this game. She is a unit who is in an advanced tier class who still gains experience as quickly as a unpromoted tier, and with ridiculous starting stats.
Wonderful.
Yeah, she's kind of really good. Okay. And her role is to basically fly around bonking Sky Knights, because she's the only flyer who can do that reliably. Like that. Because those Sky Knights will just blitz towards the defense tile and try to make you game over. Should be good. And we're also making a few visits to some villages to grab some money, and also in Master Seal, which allows us to promote. This should work fine. Let's see. Mila killed you.
I remember the internet had quite the likening to you, Camilla. For reasons
Yes.
I
That's
I
awkward.
just don't know. Yeah.
I don't have enough speed to double that Sky Knight, so... And there's still a ninja back there. Let's see. Let me get you out of range. That doesn't work. Hit, please. Thank you. Rare moment where I actually have to think about what I need to do and slow down, because my Corrin's slow. So I use the freeze staff, which just freezes an enemy for 1 turn, because that double Sky Knight in the middle is really scary, and they need to go, but I can't actually kill them because my Corrin's really slow. Okay. Bonk you with Camilla. I need you out of range. I need you out of range. You're fine. You kill. Let's see. Are they gonna attack Corrin? Let's see. There's a bunch of enemies nearby Corrin. I don't know if they're gonna attack Corrin or not, but I think they will because Corrin's defense is fantastic. Okay, they did not. Let's see. Corrin needs to start moving up to the center. Let's see. Skynet's gonna ignore us. It's expected. Azorus needs to start moving in this direction. You need to get out of range. Turn. Your coin can reach. Okay, don't miss. Well, it happens. That was like a 90% chance to hit, I think. So thanks, Niles. Okay, you bonk. Yeah, this was really slow because my corn was really slow. But like, I mean, I'm not game overing, so you know, it's all good.
The ever so friendly words of speedrunning. Didn't die.
Enter. We should be good.
That's what matters.
Okay. So that's a scary map to do on a kind of a marathon-ish setting, but we got through, so it's all good.
GG.
And now we have a bit of a relaxer map where I can basically just grind Corrin. Which is kind of cool, because we want Corrin to get as much experience as possible, because experience is important. So our goal is to defeat the boss, and this chapter has these gimmicks with these stairs, which we can kind of just slowly climb up. Our goal is to pretty much kill as much as possible while climbing up towards the boss. There's two paths you can take, a left path and a right path. We're taking the left path. We want to ignore the right path because there's no point in it. We also just learned an important skill called Poison Strike, because in a lot of cases in a speedrun, it's just impossible to one-round KO a lot of bosses. So what Poison Strike does is it reduces enemy... If you attack something and don't kill them, it reduces their HP by 20%, I think, which is really helpful. I'm not a huge fan of my stats, honestly, so I'm gonna grind a little bit here. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill everything here just to be safe, because I kind of need the experience for an extra level up. That got me like an extra 50 experience, I think. I'm gonna skip this. Let's do this then. We have a guard gauge. Hinoka should attack us. I'm hoping to hit level 19 by the end of the next map, which we should. Also, our speed is terrible. As a ninja, we should have at least, like, easily have at least over 20 speed. We have 15. So it's really bad. Our speed is really bad. Okay. Okay, so next map has a cool little gimmick with these medicine pots where we can break pots and they affect every unit that's close to it with either a positive or a negative effect. It's not random. You can actually tell which ones are positive and which ones are negative. And they're always set, so we have just a pre-planned route for this anyways. Okay. So our goal is to either defeat the boss or escape, which is right by the boss. And we're just going to kill the boss anyways. Or rather, defeat the boss, because this is Fates. Nothing ever actually dies. Because it's a modern Fire Emblem.
No one's ever truly dead.
Yeah, no one ever truly dies, especially in Fates or Engage. Shots fired at Engage. Okay. Yeah, this is where our problematic speed is really hurting. We can't kill anything right now. Because we can't double ninjas. Can one-shot you. I'm just gonna drag him. Okay. Yeah, this Kittymon is slow. Kittymon, can you go faster, please? 0 damage. Yeah, she's fine. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we'll comfortably hit level 19. I do not like that ninja's coming here. This is why speed is important. Alright. Crit. Oh. So you just give up on killing Ryoma. You just hope that you kill him in 2 rounds of combat. Goodbye. That's a speed level. Well, it helps. Okay. So this is probably one of the scariest maps in the speedrun because it's a really big route map with no room for error. Like if you lose a turn, you just lost like a minute and there's nothing you can do about it. Selena. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is promote Corin to an advanced class, to the Master Ninja class, which is basically Ninja, but even better. And the Master Ninja can use swords, which is really important, because we need the Yato, which is our main sword weapon for, what's it called? Endgame. So this map is so dangerous, I'm going to use literally every single tonic. And grab a steel shuriken. You need a hand axe, skill, strength, HP tonic, Laszlo, it's a strength tonic, Veruca, here, you there. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick second to explain this map because this map is really complicated. So this is a really big route map, and Corrin, again, can't be everywhere at once. So what I'm gonna do is fly Corrin over here, and pray she kills everything here. They're bulky, we're not gonna kill them unless we get lucky with crits. We do double him. We have to kill all of these enemies. We have to kill these on next turn as well. FV plus Laszlo is gonna one-round KO all of these knights because Laszlo has a strength tonic and he has a quick riposte, which is +3 attack when you're getting attacked. So he's actually gonna one-round these. And Camila is broken with a strength tonic, a Selena pair-up, and a skill tonic. She has okay hit rates with the hand axe and will just one-hit KO every single one of these mages. She'll probably miss one here and there. Not a big deal as long as she kills them on turn 2. So most of these mages on the upper left corner should die. All the armor knights in the upper right corner should die. Hope as much as possible should die in the center. We did not double Reyna. That's a problem. Lance. Okay, everything else is dead, so I'll use a one-range weapon. And then we're gonna have Camila use a ability called Lunge, which swaps your positioning with whoever you attack. We need to do this because if we don't, then Orochi, the boss here, one of the bosses here, is gonna run away and get healed. And Laszlo's gonna run away here and heal up because in case Camila fails to kill something, he can go pick something off. Thank you for not getting speed. We need to... Yeah, that works, okay. Steel axe. Okay. And the last thing to note is we have to end the map on this turn, otherwise lose over a minute. So these enemies here are really bulky, but they only have one range. But we actually usually can't kill them with our sword. So what we need is Camilla's ability Rose of Thorns, which lets Corrin deal +3 damage because Corrin is next to Camilla. Okay. And hopefully we kill everything, and we're good.
GG.
I think that map's worth sitting down and talking about because it's a really complicated map where so much can go wrong. But it actually went pretty smoothly, all things considered. So that's pretty nice.
Yeah, the maps on this one, like, it's really easy to notice. There's so much more going on in them compared to Awakening that we just went through. I'm not saying the Awakening maps are bad or anything, just like...
That's just the nature of the speedrun because,
this one went a lot differently so far.
Yeah, because you can't just go like, ha, I'm just going to throw Robin in the middle and kill everything because...
Robin.
Yeah. We do that as much as possible because that's fast, but you can't do that all the time in this game just due to the map design and the experience, what's it called? Experience management. I forgot to give Camilla a strength tonic. No, she's fine. Yeah, she's fine. Yeah. Okay, we got a strength level up, we're fine. I'd be screwed if she didn't get that strength level up, but we're fine. So I used to spend a lot of time figuring out trying to work around this map because this map is a run killer for Corrin. The solution was, why not just use Camilla because she's broken? All right, thanks, Camilla. Again, we're not using her as our main, but whenever convenient, we will use her as a secondary combat unit or whatnot because she's very broken. All right, so this map is absolutely intended for you to just grind your Corrin up and just snowball your Corrin in case your Corrin is bad. Because this map also has a really cool gimmick that we're going to completely skip, unfortunately, because I really like the gimmick. Because this map has kind of a gimmick where you can kind of like clone your Corrin here and just get all these goodies from these enemies here, but we're going to completely skip that because it's slow. So it's kind of a shame we do that, but oh well. Okay. And our role in this map is to escape with every unit, which is straightforward enough because we don't really have many units in the first place. Also, we can't double ninjas. That's problematic. That's might be a trend. We can't double the ninjas because their speed is not very good. Hopefully it catches up, but we'll see. Alright, map is over. So this next map is one of the coolest maps, period, in my opinion, because this map has a cool little gimmick where you have to find a boss in disguise. And there's four green soldiers that you have to talk to. And the last green soldier you talk to will be the boss that you have to kill. So our objective is basically talk to every green soldier and kill the last one.
So no matter what order you do it, it doesn't matter.
Well, it matters in the sense that the
faster,
positioning. Yeah, it matters in the sense that the one that you talk to last is the one that you want to kill. But yeah. It's a really cool map because you're also incentivized to go fast and spread out your units because you lose 300 gold per turn. Because because for story reasons. So you need to go fast in order to minimize gold loss. So that's one green soldier we just talked to. There's 2 on the left side near Corrin and 1 more on the right side that we're going to talk to with Camilla. And we also got no speed. Good job, Corrin. Okay. Heal. And we also got this unit named Xander. He's a giant tank. He's just there to stall so Camilla can be safe and not die. Because she's allergic to bows. We don't like bows.
Now, this bow allergy is getting out of hand.
Yeah, I know, really. Alright, so 2 green soldiers left. We're going to talk to the one on the right with Camilla now. And then this one's the boss. So we have to finally kill him with the Yato, and we can't double him, so oh, okay. Corrin can also just crit. So that works, I guess. Hey, speed! What was that, like a 5% chance to crit or something? Okay. Oh, by the way, you have an option to recruit Shura into your party, or you can kill him. And if you kill him, you get a pair of boots. I don't know why they made that decision, but whatever. And boots gives you +1 move, and we like movement. So we're absolutely going to take advantage of that. Okay, so we're going to upgrade our stores and buy some important weapons for Corrin and Xander. Xander's the tank that we just used. So we're going to buy a Killing Edge for Corrin, because because the best strat... Hold on. Killing Edge... Hunter's Knife, and then Xander's gonna buy an Armor Slayer and then a Beast Killer. So basically 3 of those weapons we just bought are weapons that specialize in killing certain enemies. Beast Killer and Hunter's Knife kill Fox enemies, Pegasus Knights, Cavalry, and so on. The Armor Slayer we got for Xander kills armored units, and we got a Killing Edge for Corrin, which is a weapon with high crit rates, which is hilarious because a lot of the strats in the speedrun is you just hope you crit, even though it's normal mode. Okay. Get some support buffs, because we really need the stat buffs. And boots, and then strength, skill, speed, HP. And then keep only Gunter. Alright, so we're deploying Gunter, and we've been using Jacob for most of the run as our parabot, and we still will use him a lot, but Gunter is also very good because he does the opposite of what Jacob does. Reminder, Jacob's personal skill gives Corrin +3 defense, +3 resistance, +15 avoid when paired into Corrin. Gunter does the opposite. He gives Corrin +3 attack and +15 hits. And the boss here is incredibly dodgy and very dangerous. So we need 28 speed to double attack this boss. We're at 21 speed, so needless to say, we're kind of not doing so hot on that, so we have to take this very slowly. Not much we can do about it. We're just really slow and very speed screwed. Okay. I mean, I could also just like try to YOLO this and go for a crit, but you're just gonna die if you try that, so I don't recommend it. So the only safe way to handle this, since my Corrin's really slow, that helps a little bit, is just burn some turns and killing these ninjas, and then killing the boss. The thing is, that green unit named Saizo just got defeated. If he stayed alive, he would have given us a speed wing for +2 speed. So it's really, if you're fast enough, you get even faster. That's just how Fire Emblem speedruns go. And there's nothing you can really do about it. So if you meet your benchmarks, you just become more and more reliable. If you don't meet your benchmarks, you become less and less reliable. And that's just the nature of Fire Emblem speedruns as a whole. So being behind on your stats just snowballs into more and more unreliability and time loss. Which is just how it goes. So we lost the massive amount of time, and we lost the speed wing out of that, but nothing we can do about it because we're slow. Okay. Okay, so this map is another pretty interesting map, where the objective is to defeat all bosses. There is one boss in the upper area that we're going to take out with Corrin, and there is a pair of armored knights in the bottom area that Xander, with an armor slayer, is going to take out. And we have to kill both of them. So basically, our goal is to kill 3 bosses. And again, issue with Corrin, she can't be everywhere at once. And Xander is really good for this role because he can just bonk every armor knight with an armor slayer. And he's tanky enough, and we cannot double attack heroes. Well, that's cool. I don't think I've ever seen a Corrin this speed screwed before. This is actually really concerning. 22 speed as a Master Ninja is terrible. I think her average is like 27, 28. Like, she can't double these. They're not fast enemies. She can't double them. That's really bad. That's just really bad. And yeah, try not to die, please, Corrin, due to your garbage speed. Okay. Try not to die, please. While Xander just kills these armor knights. Okay. Xander getting defense is bad, by the way. I'll explain why later. By later, I mean next chapter. Because the next chapter is the scariest map in the run. So a lot of casual players understandably hate this map, and I'm gonna go ahead and cheat because this is actually getting kind of out of hand with how bad our speed is. So I'm gonna use these dragon herbs here, which is a +1 stat booster. This is +1 to literally every stat. And that's not gonna be enough, by the way. That's how bad our speed is, but I can't do anything about it.
Oh,
Okay.
What if we just dodge everything? Don't have to worry about.
Well, that is literally the strat. I am literally going to deploy a unit where he gives a luck % chance to help Corrin survive at 1 HP, because that is how risky this map is. that is how terrible this map is, even though it's normal difficulty. Defense and speed, HP tonics, and then Xander needs a skill tonic. And he also needs less defense, so we're going to toss away his main weapon because it gives him +4 defense when it's in his inventory. And now we pray. So, these foxes will not attack you if you have too much defense. But the ones that are stronger will hit you like a giant truck, and they are very accurate. And if you get hit by like more than 2 of them, you die. So the strat is literally just dodge Lamau, and there is no backup for it. So here we go. Just dodge Lamau. Okay.
So cute.
They are cute, but they're so dangerous. They're so dangerous. Okay, all right, we have too much defense, so 2 of them ignored Corrin. So we're gonna lose even more time. Yeah, our speed is kind of bad. Our speed is still really bad. Corrin, please don't die. So Xander is just helping out because, again, this is a route map. You have to kill everything. And Xander is using the Beast Killer to kill these foxes. Corrin's using a Hunter's Knife, which is the knife equivalent of the Beast Killer. Hey, 26 speed. That's the amount of speed she was supposed to have like 4 chapters ago. Cool. And we're just going to keep ending turn until they come to us, which is why you do not want to have too much defense. Okay. Yeah, and we just have to pick them off one by one now because they ignored Corin because she has too much defense. And nothing we can do about it, so we probably lost like a minute and a half here. But we didn't die, so that's okay.
Would rather
did
have
not
you
die.
alive than dead, Kirby.
Yes. All right, next map is a defeat boss map with a really interesting gimmick where there's these wind patterns that can blow you north or south, 5 tiles. And the boss is really tanky. So the strat is to pray you crit. Can I mention, I know I might be sounding like a broken record here, but can I mention that this is normal in the mode speedrun, the easy difficulty?
Yeah,
All right.
I know Fire Emblem games have the reputation of being quite difficult.
Yeah, but a lot of people think they aren't when you speedrun on the easy difficulty. But yeah, so the Fuga is the boss, and we just kind of skipped the map, by the way, with a flyer and the wind gimmick. Thank you, Camila. Nice speed level. So yeah, he's really tanky. I'm gonna see. We're gonna have to hope for a crit or a Dragon Fang. I'm gonna play animations because it's cool. Oh, that can happen too. That is a, what, like a 7% chance of happening? 10% chance, because that's a skill over 4% chance of happening. We take those, thank you. Thank you for the lethality crit. Lethality is instant kill, by the way.
Yeah, just get the low rolls.
Yeah, just get the rolls, easy. So that is literally the strat, just hope that you get a skill activation or a crit. All right, so this map is another gimmick map where you have to escape the map with every unit you deploy. Spoiler alert, we're deploying almost nobody, so that's faster. And these Dragon Veins that we're activating, their gimmick is that they freeze every enemy on that turn, which we're abusing that very liberally with Camila because she is a royal. She can activate Dragon Veins, making her even more broken. And Dragon Vein. And map done.
Well, GG. That wasn't scary at all.
Not scary at all. By the way, this random unit named Lithis just died, which the game like never brings up until like now, because Fate's story. But that's just how it goes. Spoiler alert. All right, so we're reaching the late game portion of the run, and almost every map is a seize map, meaning we have to kill the boss on the throne and then use the seize command on it. And this is where we have to fight our birth siblings as well, start fighting them in the Hoshido, because we're actually invading their territory at this point. So these maps can get a little bit scary, but don't worry, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. So we just kind of need to navigate this maze. This map does have a bit of a gimmick where we can raise and lower walls, but we're just going to ignore that because it's a speedrun. We want to beat the game with one person, basically. Okay. Kill her, because she's really dangerous. Please give me speed. We need 31 speed, by the way. So, this is actually slightly concerning. Guaranteed.
Ah.
Okay. And we just hit level 15. So if you remember the level 15 skill from Awakening Dark Flyer, that's Gale Force. So in this game, you also learn a skill at level 5 and level 15 in your advanced class. In this game, in the class we're in, Master Ninja, we learn Shuriken Fair, which is plus 5 damage with Shuriken, which is basically plus 5 strength. So that's really good. Okay, so I'm gonna make a shopping trip because we can literally buy stat boosters in limited quantities. And you can kind of take a wild guess on what I'm gonna buy because I've been complaining about it this entire run so far. Thank you for the speed
You
ring.
need to go fast.
I think I need to go a little fast, yeah. Some speed will be nice. Okay. So even with the speed wing, we still don't have enough speed. So I actually need to reset this map until I get a point of speed. Otherwise, this run's incompletable. So yeah.
Well, you'll get it first try, I believe.
We'll get it first try. No worries.
It's
We'll get it first try.
guaranteed.
It's
That's
guaranteed.
A guaranteed right there.
Strength speed tonics. Yeah, because my base speed is 30. Yeah, we need 31 base speed by the end of this map. Otherwise, it runs incompletable. So, we'll see. Like, we are ridiculously speed screwed.
See,
Hey,
I told you.
let's go! Let's go!
You got 2 pluses. And
I had to
one of
cheat.
them
I
is where it
had
needs
to
be.
cheat so much for that, but hey, we take those. Oh, wait a second. I messed up. I was supposed to trade Jacob over to Corrin so she doesn't die. Well, I mean, it's too late, so I'm just gonna have to deal with it. I hope I don't die, so. Let's see. Let's take the stairs, heal up. Okay, you die. Oh, there we go. There's another speed level, gaming. Okay, it was never an issue. It was never an issue. No worries. No worries. Okay. So the speed is really important because the boss of this next map is Hinoka, and she is really fast, and we have to 1-round KO her. And we need 31 base speed, excluding tonics, to kill her. So the strat here is pretty cool. What we're going to do is a convoy warp strat where we kill Hinoka. She's going to drop a enemy behind her that blocks the throne. But we're going to try to kill that enemy with a killing edge by changing our weapon in the middle of combat, basically. By using a convoy warp. You need to go here. And we're also going to deploy Nyx, a mage that joined us like 20 maps ago. She's going to be really useful. Totally a not... This is a deathless run so far. Yeah, not anymore. She was literally bait for a bow user to kill because Camilla is a flyer. She doesn't like bows, and Camilla needs to not die. So, thank you, Nyx, for being a sacrifice. So we're going to use the Hunter's Knife on Hinoka. She's going to drop a Speed Wing, which would have been nice earlier, but oh well. We're going to drop the Hunter's Knife to equip the Killing Edge so we can reliably kill the backpack enemy that's blocking the throne on enemy phase. So we basically just re-equipped our weapon in the middle of enemy phase like that. And done.
Yeah. Well done.
Okay. Okay, 3 more maps to go. This is a defeat boss map, and it's basically a one-on-one between Corrin and her birth brother Ryoma. And the strat is to hope that you crit, even though it's normal mode. Okay, here we go. Play animations for fun, really quickly, and hope I crit. That doesn't work, unfortunately. He's immune. That helps, because that's also a skill. Oh, okay. That's really good. That's really good.
Kirby, I gotcha. I gotcha.
Just crit Lamau, crit and Dragon Fang. Again. All right, why couldn't that happen in my record? Because my world record lost 4 turns, so she didn't proc anything.
I cannot fall.
All right, so this map coming up is probably the scariest late game map in Conquest, because there's just a lot that can kill you. So the boss is Iago. He's someone who just is evil for the sake of being evil because fate's writing. And he has a staff that he will rotate between every turn. He's going to rotate between Enfeeble, Freeze, and Silence. Enfeeble is the one we really want to avoid because it lowers all your stats by 4 temporarily, and that's really bad. We're going to use literally every tonic because we need every bit of survivability we can get. And now you're going to be hearing me count a lot because I need to constantly keep track of what staff he's about to use. So he just used Enfeeble, which lowers all our stats. We did get hit by it. We actually want to get hit by it on his first turn. So all these heroes will attack us. Otherwise, they're going to ignore us because of our defense. That was a freeze turn, which freezes you for 1 turn. We want to avoid it, but sometimes you can't avoid it. This is going to be a silence turn. We don't care about that. This is an enfeeble turn. Ignore. Freeze turn, so we're going to move in his range, which is the green tile. Silence. Enfeeble, so we're going to get out of enfeeble range now. Freeze. I'm going to heal up really quickly because dying is bad. Silence. Enfeeble. Now we need to just pick off these generals one by one because they're really tanky. Turn 11 is freeze. Silence. Wait a turn. Enfeeble. Wait here. Freeze. Kill him. We're frozen. Wait a turn. Okay, now we can go. And don't crit us, please. Thank you. And we're good. Not done. Alright, so Conquest, the late game is kind of scary. I'm also realizing I'm kind of overtime for this game, so let's just rush through. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. Because we've got Echoes to run right after this. So this is the last map, second to last map in a run, and the last time we can save. Because the last map doesn't let you save for whatever reason, don't ask. And our goal is to kill Garon. He's actually a giant pushover in the speedrun for Conquest. If you're speedrunning Birthright, he is ridiculously scary, even though Birthright's the easiest route. But in Conquest, he's a giant pushover. So we're just gonna
yeet. Stat difference, or with the character itself, or is your levels and character progression so much different?
It's the progression and the map. There's a lot more enemies in the way of Birthright, and we use a Magic Corrin as a Dark Knight, which is more mobility based because we don't have as much need for high stats in Birthright because it's an easier game. So Birthright is a harder speedrun because it's literally easier because we use a worse class for offense to exchange it for mobility.
Allow me to join.
So yeah, he's a giant pushover. But in Birthright, all your runs can just die at the last 2 maps. Because the strat in the last 2 maps is just pray you dodge. Okay. So now we're in the finale, and this is a little bit scary in Conquest. Our defense is pretty solid, so we'll probably be fine, but we'll see. But our objective is to kill Takumi. Spoiler alert, because he's like possessed or whatever, because Fate's riding, don't ask. And again, we're going to use every single tonic. I can't safety save because it's Fate's. I don't know why they don't save here, but whatever. And then we... Alright, so our objective is to get to the bottom part of the screen as soon as possible. So we're going to use Camila and Azura to sing for our Corrin to go even further. Don't mind Azura dying here. Don't mind Camila either. Yeet. Kill you. Takumi's there. Time will be coming up soonish.
Is there a plan?
Okay.
Be steady.
And time.
GG's.
That is Conquest. And on to Echoes, unless we want to take a break.
I think we can go straight into it, but
let's do it.
Kirby, as you well, actually, no, let's
Once upon a time,
taking that back. Let's go into a quick little break here while we get started.
Okay, sounds
back,
good.
Everybody. Welcome back to Game Masters, everyone. We have Kirby Master here, bringing us the third and final Fire Emblem game tonight, Shadows of Valentia. Well, it's Fire of Echoes, Shadows of Valentia. I have no idea what any of this means, Kirby.
Me neither.
But I'm sure you'll explain it shortly. Before that, I have good news, everybody. The SGDQ 2023 games list is now out, And not only that, the schedule is going to be released tonight. So go to gamesdonequick.com or use !SGDQ in chat for more info. Kirby, tell us about Shadows of Valentia.
Yeah, I can talk about it in the first minute because there's going to be not much going on in the first minute. So, without further ado, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. So this is Shadows of Valentia. It is a remake of the second Fire Emblem game, Fire Emblem Gaiden, which was on the NES. This is a very different game from the first other two games you just saw. There's some UI similarities and stuff, but you'll notice that overall this game mechanically is much simpler. So in a sense, it'll be kind of easier to keep up with. But it still also isn't quite as straightforward to speedrun because it's still a pretty unreliable game, but we'll make do. So yeah, this is a prologue. Nothing special, just kind of the usual tutorial of how to move your units and stuff. So this game does not have an avatar because it is a remake of an older game. Instead, this game follows the tale of Alm and Celica, two protagonists, and this game has what's it called? An Alm side and a Celica side. So this game has split into 5 different acts. Act 1 is Alm, Act 2 is Celica, Act 3 you control both, Act 4 you control both separately, and Act 5 is Alm side. Spoiler alert, we're going to be focusing everything into Alm and Celica because we want to snowball as much as possible. And this game has like a much more JRPG feel to it because you have like an overworld where you can talk to NPCs and do side quests and stuff as opposed to like a linear progressive chapter style. Of course, we want to avoid this as much as possible because it's slow. So right off the bat, we're going to just go on to the first map. And Alm you're kind of intended to raise up your other villager units because Alm is technically kind of overleveled, but we're just going to dump everything into Alm and make him snowball.
I've got this.
So we want Alm to just get every single kill, hopefully. And also get good levels. We want basically every stat, but the most important stat, of course, is, as usual, is attack. So here we go. That is not attack.
Off to a great start.
I will literally reset for that. The first levels are so crucial. I am literally resetting over that. Welcome to non-manipulated speedruns, everyone. Hope you enjoy. That happens. It happens. All right, let's try this again.
Allow me.
Give me a better one. Give me a better level up, please. So Alm needs to hit 12 attack. He has 6 chances to get 2 attack levels, basically. That is attack. That is a better level up. It is not an amazing level up, but it is a better level up. Attack, skill, defense are all good. So, skill again is hit rate. Defense is your physical defense. Okay. So next map, this map introduces archers, which in this game, archers can attack at one range. And it's pretty much impossible to counterattack archers in this game unless you're an archer yourself. And since we're using Alm, we're pretty much not going to be able to counter them usually. And one thing to note about this game is almost every map is a route map. And for the most part, enemy units, if they're low on health, they're going to run away to get healed if they can. That includes these yellow supply tiles that are in the upper right and upper lower left corner. So one important thing is to try to block them off as soon as possible so enemies that are weakened will just physically attack you instead and die on you. Because that's how you go fast, making sure they die as quickly as possible. Okay, so this is that level is workable. Now we are going to enter our first actual dungeon and just blitz through it and skip everything.
As you do.
Yep. I'm just not going to commentate on this part. Just enjoy Alm's voice acting here.
A dank smell of mold permeates the shrine. That's fine. The rogues crawl about the place.
Alm's having a bit of an identity crisis. He thinks he's Link from all the yelling. Okay, this is one of few rare maps where the objective is to kill the boss. Just throw Alm in there, get as much experience as he can. We hit the 12 match. He got resistant!
Kirby?
That's a 3.
I'm gonna send you the timeout for that one.
By the way, he has a 3% chance to get res. He got it. You know, we take those. We take those. We take those. Resistance is actually a really useful stat in the speedrun. But because there's a lot of magic users you fight and they're dangerous, although it's more useful on Celica than Alm, because Alm doesn't face as many, but you know, we still take those. We still take those. Alright, so we actually just reclassed Gray into a mage. Because he's the only villager who can promote into something in reclass immediately. Because you need to be level 5 villager to reclass. All the other villagers are too underleveled. And magic users are really useful in this game casually because they ignore terrain bonuses, and terrain gives a bazillion avoid. So there's going to be a few maps where Gray is going to be really handy. Just to bypass that terrain check. So this is a big route map again. We have Gray and Silk deployed. Gray is the mage we just promoted, and Silk is our healer. A side objective in the speedrun is to get Silk as much experience as possible. Because she learns a spell called Warp at level 7. Obviously, we don't want to waste too much time grinding her, because that's slow, but we do want to try to give her kills here and there whenever we can. And of course, healers are nice too, so that's a good level up. More attack would be appreciated, but it's still a good level up. Okay. So we're gonna weaken that mercenary and try to feed that mercenary kill to Silk, the healer again. While Alm just kills things one by one. Alright, don't miss, please. Good job. That's 50 experience on Silk. And now Alm goes up and cleans everything up. The boss should move off of that. Yep, he did. Okay. Okay. This Alm has very good skill in defense, which is good. That attack is not good, but it's the bare minimum I need for the next chapter. So I mean, we'll go with it. So this map we get to feed Silk a lot of kills, and Gray's also gonna be putting in a lot of work because a lot of people tend to underestimate how bulky early game enemies are physically. Like they're hard to hit they're hard to kill unless you're a magic user. So Gray is just gonna be really handy in general.
Come at me, fools!
All right, or he can just crit, I guess. Sure, stealing Alm's kill. Why don't ya? Okay, so now Gray will kill this archer. Good job. Alm kills this guy.
Yeah, I will take care of this.
And Silk is surprisingly bulky because she has a Nosferatu, which is a very inaccurate spell, but it heals her whenever it hits. And we gave her 2 speed boosters so she can double attack every enemy in this map. So basically, she has 2 chances to land a 65% chance to hit something, which is surprisingly not terribly unreliable. So, and also helps her bulk a lot, because if you're hitting with Nosferatu, you're healing yourself a lot. Please get attack. That is not attack.
Sure, why not?
Okay, well, at least we can get Silk another kill. So yeah, Alm has gained 2 out of 7 attack levels with a 50% growth. So not very good so far, but it's okay. We'll make do for now.
You'll make up for it.
We'll make up for it. We'll make up for it. Okay, we just got Lightning Sword. Lightning Sword is really good. It's a 1-2 range sword that has 15 magic attack. It ignores your attack stat, so you cannot increase or decrease its attack power directly with your own stats. But 15 magic attack at this point in the game where almost everything has 0 to 1 res is really good. So with the lightning sword is going to be Alm's main weapon for the first half of its portion of the run because it's incredibly broken. All right, enjoy killing everything with the lightning sword.
Yay! It's my favorite part of these runs.
Kill everything, yay!
Just kill everything.
All right, well he actually missed twice. Good job, but it doesn't matter as long as he doesn't miss next turn. Hey, there's an attack level. The speed is kind of not fantastic, actually, but it's fine. All right, that was a really good level. Next chapter, pretty straightforward. Alm kills everything with the lightning sword. The downside to the lightning sword is that it's not super accurate, and it's also heavy. And if a weapon is heavy, you lose speed. So Alm is actually losing 3 speed using it. But in this game, you only need at least 1 more point of speed than your target to double attack them. So it's pretty easy to hit doubling benchmarks in this game. So like if an enemy has 7 speed, you only need 8 speed to double them. Compared to Awakening or Fates where you need 5 more speed to double attack. Okay. So now we're going to enter a mandatory dungeon here. We're not really going to do much here. We're just going to go to the end, hit some plot triggers. And one of the things we can do in this game is distribute stat boosters. So there are these things called springs we can use, and a lot of them are paired up. So the end of this dungeon, well, Alm just yells like Link. The end of this dungeon has an attack and a defense spring. So you can distribute 3 of any of those combined, however you want to. And since this Alm's attack is not good, but his defense is fantastic, the defense is kind of turns into attack, because we can just give him 3 attack springs. Basically. So I'm just gonna dump 3 attack on him. Because 12 defense is fantastic. And voila, attack problem solved for now.
Everyone get back!
So thank you, Aeon Frodo, for the reminder to get Python, because I have a tendency to forget recruiting him in speedruns, because I tell my chat when I speedrun this game, please remind me to recruit Python. He is an archer that will be important in an Act 3 map later on. So this is the last map of Act 1. Kind of the finale of Alm's early game, basically. And spoiler alert, we're going to just solo bunga everything with Alm and the lightning sword. Alright. So this map also introduces floor tiles, and they suck, because floor tiles give plenty of void. So that basically turns this map into a what the heck are hit rates. And archers have 1-3 range typically. And they have 1-4 range if they have an actual weapon. Most archers in normal difficulty don't have any weapons. Nice double miss. In hard mode, they have weapons, so they basically have +1 range in hard mode. And I like to bring that up because there was someone who was arguing with me, being like, easy and hard mode don't change much in the speedrun. I know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, no you don't. +1 range is kind of a big deal. But I won't get too far into that. So we kind of need to prioritize killing these archers because we can't counterattack them normally. So I'm prioritizing killing them. And we missed this soldier with a 95% chance to hit. Cool. That happens. Alright, so that entire area is cleaned up. Now we just need to clean up the rest of the enemies here. We're going to attack from here, which forces the left archer to attack Alm at 2 range, so he will counterattack this archer and hopefully kill. He did not. I'm going to heal again to be safe.
I feel a little better.
So I'm going to use up another Pokemon potion and risk this hit here. We don't want to use our full restores yet, because the mana herbs have 20 HP, but we really want to save them for Brock later on. I mean, Act 3. Because Act 3 is really dangerous, and we really want to save all our good healing resources for that. Okay, so now the main boss slate is gone. That makes the big boss retreat, and now we can just kind of clean up. Hit. Nice double miss. Pokemon Kaizo. I mean, Fire Emblem Kaizo, everyone. Alright, so this Alm's caught up quite a bit. He's fine. Keep going with this. So once again, we're just hitting some plot triggers, and then we're going to be moving on into Celica's side, Act 2. So Celica is different from Alm. She is magic. She's magic oriented, but she can also use swords, which is good in the speedrun for the most part. If you want to compare it to Alm in terms of stats, she is faster and more offensively oriented, but she has much less defense. And we're going to use her as our carry, so just pray she gets defense. So we're going to recruit Jenny, who is optional, but she's also a healer, and healers are kind of important early on. Pick up a few goodies. And then, once again, we have 3 springs we can use. Attack and speed, so we can distribute 3 of them combined. We're going to distribute 1 speed to Celica and 2 attack to Celica. And this guarantees that in the second map coming up, no matter what her first level up is, she is guaranteed to 1-round KO every pirate with magic. No matter what her first level up is, which she will get 1 level up in this map. Okay. So once again, magic is really important to talk about because in this game, when you use magic, you ignore terrain, but you use up HP when you cast magic. And Celica learns spells depending on her level. Right now, she only has a fire spell, but she will eventually learn more spells as she levels up more. It's kind of like a normal RPG. But fire is just a basic spell. It's cheap. It doesn't cost much HP. That is a defense level. Good job. Attack defense. Okay. And And it has 80% chance to hit, or actually 90% because this game lies to you about hit rates. And it's a little bit weak. But it's also a really cheap spell, so. And literally her only option at the moment. Okay. So again, we're gonna go ahead and do some more plot triggers. And then move on to the first boat map. We only got 2 stats on that level up, which is attack and defense, but those are very important stats. Celica's benchmarks are really tight to hit. She will hit them on average, but average is not guaranteed. And like everything falls apart if she fails to hit her averages in Act 2. So really hope she keeps up with her offensive averages, especially attack and speed.
I'm ready for anything.
So now we're just gonna, this is gonna be kind of a Celica grinding session where she kills a pirate behind the next one, and we just missed the 90%, cool. And when something attacks Celica at 1 range, she uses her sword, which is inherently weaker because magic just does more damage typically. It's not a big deal though. Attack and speed, okay. That's a good level. And she missed another 90%, good job. Because again, fire has 90% chance to hit. The game says 80, but it's actually 90.14. Yes, I have that memorized. You can blame Engage. Okay.
There will be a quiz at the end.
So yeah, we didn't get a good level up, but we got the stats we need immediately, so you know, we take those. Alright, so this is a scary map because there is a mercenary who's really fast and will typically double attack Celica. Thankfully we got a defense level, so he's not going to do like a bazillion damage to us per hit. But basically our objective here is to try to keep grinding Celica until she learns Seraphim, which is a very powerful spell with higher accuracy, but costs 5 HP. And she learns it at level 5. So we're just going to slowly poke away at the enemies one by one until she gets the spell she needs. Meanwhile, chipping away at this mercenary here, this jerk, until he goes below half HP, and then we finish him off. Because again, as a reminder, if an enemy reaches half HP or lower, they're going to run away and get healed, which costs a lot of time, and we want to avoid that. So I kind of have to keep an eye on that mercenary's HP and wait until he's below half HP, which now he is. It's not ideal, honestly. Don't die. Don't miss, thank you. Now we learn Seraphim. We just got 4 out of 4 attack levels. We can do a stupid strat, because we got 4 out of 4 perfect attack levels. Because with that, we can just delete everything with the Golden Dagger. And the map's about to end, because we got 4 out of 4 attack levels. Goodbye. That doesn't happen normally, because what are the chances of getting 4 60% chance level ups in a row? But, you know, it happened, so we take those. Okay. The Celica has fantastic attack. Her speed is not great. Hopefully she gets speed, because she needs 10 speed. That is not speed. Oh no, she needs 9 speed by the end of this map, 10 speed by the end of the next map, 11 speed by the end of the map after that. So, and she is at 8 speed, so she's already behind. Not a good sign. And this is one of those rare maps again where the objective isn't route, it's defeat the boss, so we just have to bonk the boss. Yeah, she doesn't even double the boss, that's really bad. Oh, please don't kill the boss, steal the boss kill, thank you.
I do like how this is kind of forcing you to be super creative in these runs, Kirby, not going the best stats of all time, you know? Mm-hmm.
Like if you know your benchmarks, you can kind of work around like getting lucky or getting a little bit unlucky typically in this game. The speedrun is like a giant crapshoot sometimes, but it's still fun to do, I feel. So like this is actually probably one of my favorite this is probably my favorite 3DS Fire Emblem. Which is funny because it's also has issues as a remake or NES game, but I still like it a lot. Safety save. So this map is gonna take a while because we cannot double attack the boss, who is incredibly slow because we have gained 1 out of... I think we've gained 1 out of 5 speed levels. Yeah, 1 out of 5.
All units, attack!
Okay. Alright, get speed. If she gets speed now, that'll be convenient. That is speed. Cool. Awesome. Now she doubles the boss, which is a pretty big deal.
All right, I'll handle this.
All right, so now she doubles the boss and does a lot of damage to him because I can actually hit him twice in a row. Speeding up this map significantly because this is a route map and that is a canter who summons zombies every turn. But if we kill the canter, the zombies will all die.
Perfect.
And we hope for another speed level. Thank you. That is a fantastic level up. Thank you very much. All right, next map, we need 10 speed, which we just hit. Convenient. Because this entire part of the outer run here, this dungeon and fight, is actually completely optional. But we really want to go here because we are going to get a very important weapon soon. And also just a lot of experience. So we are literally going to go out of our way, make like a 1 to 2 minute detour to grab a really valuable weapon and some stat boosters so Silica can snowball even harder. So we need 10 speed to double attack that Draco Knight, Wyvern, with Seraphim. And Seraphim, again, is a spell we just learned. It's effective against monsters, and that is a monster, so we just deleted him. Okay, so we need 11 speed. We don't have that. Our attack is very good. So yeah, again, this dungeon is entirely optional, but we really want to go to this dungeon for a lot of stat boosters and a very important weapon. I'm gonna go ahead and save in case the level ups we get are terrible. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. Plus 3 HP stat boosters. And just dodge everything in this dungeon. And again, jabbing like this is a little bit faster than just running. There are cases where you want to run instead because maybe you need to break a wall, which running destroys in one hit. And also running alerts enemies early, which you don't want sometimes. No, not running. Attacking alerts enemies to your presence earlier, which is bad sometimes. So we're going to get +2 resistance on Silica because she's eventually going to fight a lot of magic, and we want her to be able to tank magic. Which you can never truly tank magic very well in this game because resistance growth levels are like less than 10% usually. Silica's is 4%. Then we're going to dump 2 level ups on her here. That's good, but we do need speed. That is speed. Okay. Okay, very good levels.
Retreat!
All right, so we just got 2 really good levels, +3 HP, +2 res, and the Blessed Sword. What does the Blessed Sword do? Well, it's a sword that's very accurate. It's not super strong, but the big part about it's effective against terrors as usual, and the big part about it, why it's so important, is it heals you 5 HP per turn.
Ooh,
that is incredibly
I like that.
important, yeah, because you are going to constantly be taking damage in a speedrun. And you cannot afford to run away to heal, use up your turn to heal. So the Blessed Sword really alleviates that a lot, and that's just crucial. Boss dead, and map over. Okay, next map. This is what we call Arcanist Boat, and there's a lot of magic users, but they aren't that powerful because most of them have Miasma, which is 3 might, so they're only going to do like 3 damage to Silica.
Ready for anything.
The boss has Mire, which has like 9 more attack, but there's only 1 of them, so it's not a big deal. So what we're doing is we're going to try to make all these Arcanists attack Silica at 1 range, so she's forced to counter them with their Blessed Sword, because they don't like physical attacks, and now half of them are going to melt. That's a good level. I don't know why that one's running away. Whatever. Alright, map done.
GG.
And we have 1 more map left in Act 2. And then we can move on to Act 3, where we get to control both Alma and Silica. Yeah, no, the speedrun goes fast if you get these stats you need.
I'm ready for anything.
How's it turn?
Which, yeah, the Silica's caught up nicely. Her speed was not great at first, but she caught up nicely, so we take those. So this is a map they added because that wasn't in the original game. It's kind of convenient because it's just more experience for Silica, so we take those. You're dead.
I'll take care of it.
Let's see. Maybe I can get Silica this kill. Cool. Okay. And now, plot triggers. And Alm and Silk are reunited, but they just got in a fight, so they split up. All right. Act 3 time. So, Act 3, Alm side, is the worst unreliable part of the run. Because now we can get something called map spawns, which are pretty much random encounters on the map. And they're terrible. Especially for Alm. So every time we move on a map, there's a chance that a map spawn will happen, and they can cost like up to 5 to 10 minutes. And there's nothing you can do about it, even though it's normal mode. So we just have to pray. But before we can even have a chance at that, we have to survive this map, and this map is the worst map in the speedrun, bar none. So this map introduces witches, and they're usually not too big of a deal, but they have a random chance to teleport to you and just bonk you with magic, and Alm doesn't like magic. He's kind of allergic to it. He can take 1 or 2 magic hits,
Nothing
typically, but really we want to make sure we kill a witch separately while we aren't engaging everything else at the same time. That's the important part. So we really want a witch to teleport to Alm like ASAP, so we can bonk the witch before we have to fight everything else. So we kind of want to segregate them as much as possible, which is not happening right now. So that's cool. Meanwhile, we have this Pegasus Knight named Clara. She's literally bait. She's literally just bait. That's her only role. Just to bait enemies away from Alm, so he has a bit of breathing room. Because this is where we want to use all our full restores in this Kaizo. I mean, the speedrun. But the witches never teleported, so there's a real chance we'll just game over here. Because now we have to take 2 magic hits in a row. Oh, that's a really good level up.
I can do this.
We just have to survive this turn and we should be good. We're definitely using a max potion here. Okay, cool. Use up a max potion. Well, it's more like a hyper potion, to be fair. All right, cool. And now we use up a super potion because we want to conserve our bigger heals for later. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. We are good to go. We just have to kill you. For a good level up. %3 resistance. What the?
Hey.
Wow. All right. Good job, Alm. Okay, no map spawn. This next map, a lot of people have trouble with, understandably, because you have to fight a bazillion magic using Arcanists. It's not too bad once you know how to bait them to attack you in not forests. That's the key to handling this map casually. And that applies to the speedrun. We kind of want to try to have these Arcanists attack us from tiles that are not forests. We have a few other units, flunky units that we're deploying just to help out kill some Arcanists here and there, because Alm obviously cannot handle them by himself. And we're going to try to feed Silk, the healer, experience, because again, we want to get her to level 7. Gray, who is the mage we promoted, and Python, the archer we recruited earlier, are going to help out a bit. Just chip up a few Arcanists here and there, and also be baits, because we don't need them. We want them to die in this map. So Gray's gonna die. See ya. Good job on being baits. Okay. And then...
When our death was... no unit.
I mean, you could just speedrun casual mode. that is a legitimate option.
No. We gotta have stakes here.
Yes. Alright, Python's dead. Good job on being bait. Kill the boss. That is not killing the boss. Alright, this game introduced turn wheeling, which allows you to undo a move a limited number of times. That's the first time we've done it so far in this run, so that's cool. Let's see, how can I handle this? Just hit, please? You take those.
The mother walks with me.
Okay. Nice crit.
Your training has paid
And this
off.
is Arcanist that's running away because they're in heal mode. It would be nice if Silk can get this kill, but I don't know how realistic that is because she's only doing like 1 damage. Finish. Good job. Good level up. This Alm's good. This is a good Alm. Especially since he got 2 resistance levels. Alright, next map is pretty straightforward. There's only 3 Cavaliers. I was able to use the turn wheel function a while ago. I just never used it because there was never a need to. An ideal run should never use a turn wheel a single time, but you know, it's a speed run. Sometimes things will go wrong. Okay.
I've got this.
Lightning Sword's back in action. And we're just gonna camp here until everything dies. Okay. I'm not gonna save here because I'm gonna see if there's a map spawn. Okay, that's a map spawn. I'm resetting. So, time for RNG manipulation. So, we know that there's gonna be a map spawn after I finish this map. And this map is very quick. And that map spawn on that fortress costs so much time that it is worth me redoing this map. How do I burn RNs to make the RN spawn go away? I'm gonna hover my cursor over a few enemies. And that's it. So, that the RN that rolled that map spawn should not roll again. There's a chance it can happen again, to be fair, so I might just get really unlucky. So there we go. That's your regular Fire Emblem cheating. I mean, really cool
so don't
RNG
say those
manipulation.
words. Yeah.
Okay. So, if I did this correctly, we should not see a map spawn on that location. All right. Please don't give me a map spawn again. Try one more time. I hover over 3 locations. I'm going to try 4. That's really unlucky because I just happened to roll the same thing again there after burning those chances. Okay. If I get it again, I'm just going to deal with it and bite the huge time loss. So, not much I can do about it if I just keep getting unlucky.
Yeah. The game be like that sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, if this is a serious PB attempt, that's just run over because you lose like a minimum of 3 minutes, if not like up to 10, depending on how unlucky you are. Okay. All right, we'll see you again.
Come on.
So I would not do this for any other map because like, okay, there we go. We didn't get one.
Yay.
We really do not want a map spawn on this map because this is one of the hardest maps to speedrun due to all the floor tiles that give 20 avoid. And then if I got a map spawn, then I would have to fight like 10 extra Cavaliers. That's not an exaggeration. And like 3 extra Archers and an Arcanist, and good luck with that. And remember, I can finish them easily. The problem is doing it quickly because remember, this is a speed run. I know a lot of people tend to forget that. Okay, I'm gonna wait with Clive. So our goal again is to kill everything. Alm's gonna be tanking the front, and we just hope he hits as much as possible. We want to try to feed some kills to Silk. Tobin here gives Alm +5 hit if he's within 3 tiles, and Clive is here because he's really handy against Archers since he 1-rounds them. He can also 1-round KO the Witches because he's actually really a lot better than casuals give him credit for. Silk, please hit. Thank you. Okay, 3 more levels until she earns Warp. I'm gonna rewind that because killing these Archers ASAP is very important. Good job. Can you reach? Okay. Oh, wait a turn. See what happens here. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Kill you. Good. I'm gonna use this attack to finish you. Clive is swoop in and kill you. Rewind that and hope he double hits this time.
Allow me.
Nope, didn't double hit. Oh well. No, not a big deal. Okay. People say Clive is bad against witches. He's just gonna delete the switch. See?
The mother walks with me.
Clive is a unit that a lot of casuals underrate because he's actually pretty solid. Though understandably hard to what's it called? Understandable
Your
to
training has
underrate.
paid off.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and heal you.
Mother walks with me.
I've got this.
So quite a few kills here, so we're good. You finish this Archer. Missed, but no big deal. That's fine. I don't care about Tobin. Goodbye.
Bye.
Silk gets another kill. You back off. You go this way.
I feel a little better.
The only enemy we need to kill left is the cancer in the upper right corner. So we're just kind of hope that they don't summon too many enemies. And we got unlucky, so we're gonna have to burn more turns. Because the cancer just summoned more zombies twice in a row. There we go. Okay, and we bonk you.
I can do this.
Okay, that actually went all pretty okay, all things considered. That went pretty well.
Okay, we got all the bad luck out of the way early on.
Yeah, we got all the bad luck out of the way. Okay.
That's how RNG works.
All right, so we're gonna make a quick detour into this building here. Grab a few healing resources, so thanks for the hyper potion. We're going into the Blaine's labs and grabbing some items here. And we're gonna get a weapon called a Royal Sword, which is a really valuable weapon, casually, in the speedrun. It's a decent weapon, all things considered, but like, it's a good weapon, but it's also ridiculously expensive to upgrade. Like, casually, it's kind of a giant pitfall because you can use that money to max out like 3 other weapons instead of just 1 Royal Sword. So it's like kind of a giant pitfall to focus forging the Royal Sword. But we only do it in the speedrun because we're soloing everything with Alm. So it's in our benefit to use it as much as possible.
I've got this.
But yeah, the Royal Sword, it's really good in the speedrun because it heals you 5 HP per turn. You might be noticing this pattern of why we made a giant detour in Silica side to grab a weapon that heals you 5 HP per turn. And now everything just dies to Alm. Okay. And everything dies to Alm. Goodbye. And Alm continues snowballing. Alright, so this next map is kind of an interesting map, honestly. So it's really annoying in the sense that Alm cannot counterattack any archers. But it's interesting in the sense that I have to know how to position Alm in such a way that archers will not attack him from a forest to guarantee so that Alm will have 100 hit because the forests give archers 40 hit, 40 avoid. So like when I start charging forward to pick out these archers one by one, I need to constantly think about this map and think about, okay, where can I position Alm so that I am guaranteed to be able to attack something not in a forest. So this is like a really fun kind of improvisation where I always have to constantly think about on my feet. Because you also want to prioritize like the higher tier enemies and killing them because they have more range. But I don't want to have to, I need to make sure I avoid being put in a spot where an enemy can attack Alm from, all the enemies attack from Alm from a forest. Okay. Kill the boss. There should be no archers in the forest because they don't like attacking while they're chasing to Alm. That's a really good level up. Okay, this tile should work. One will take the forest, that's okay, there's 2 others. One will take the forest, another one will attack the 2 away from the forest. Okay, that's not what I want. That's unfortunate. I can bait that one. No, I can't. I got a little unlucky there. Oh well, it's okay. Just hit. Missed once. Oh well, lost a turn. It's okay, it happens. Alright, this is the last map of Act 3 for Alm side. We still have Act 3 Silica side still. Okay. Every enemy in this map is an Arcanist, and Alm doesn't like magic, which is why we have other flunkies to sacrifice. I mean, to be baits. You didn't hear anything. You heard nothing. Alright, so... Yeah. So Alm is obviously gonna be our main combatant, but Matilda is a paladin that just joined, and she has really good resistance, and that's her main advantage over Clive. So she's gonna be helping out bonk a few Arcanists here and there while surviving. Alm's got.
Leave this to me.
I'm just not gonna comment on that level up.
Shall I then?
I'm just not gonna comment on the fact that my Alm just got 3 resistance levels in this run, which is a 3% chance each, by the way. And our other units not named Matilda or Lucas are just gonna be bait. So Alm doesn't die.
This may require
I'm gonna double lion you. Okay. Goodbye, Lucas. You were useful. Bates. You go here. Interesting. So there's a witch on this map that has a random chance to teleport and bonk someone, and I really want her to teleport and bonk Clive right now, but she's not doing it. She's not doing it yet, so that's a little bit weird. All right, you can go die. I mean, get defeat, be Bates. Let's see. I'm gonna have you go here. Because the witch needs to teleport like soon. Because I still need Silk to hit level 7 by this map. Because this is the map where we really want Silk to hit level 7 to learn warp. There we go. Okay, thank you. Finally, let's feed this kill to Silk. Because I just used a combat art from Alm that makes it so an enemy doesn't die. They left at 1 HP, so it's false swipe, basically. So false swipe is useful in Fire Emblem Kaizo. Okay. All right, and now we just learned warp. What does warp do? I just realized we never used warp in this stream a single time because Fates and Awakening does not have warp. It does what it sounds like. It teleports a unit to a distant tile. What does it let us do? It lets us do stuff like this. All right, bye. Okay. And Alm Act 3 is done. Time for Celica Tide.
All right, I thought that was going to be a lot scarier.
That normally is kind of scary because Delthea, the witch, has a chance to just bonk Alm and crit him. It's pretty low, but it can happen. But it didn't happen, thankfully. All right.
I'm ready for anything.
All right.
Once again, we've got to... You're not supposed to be deployed. It's not worth resetting. We'll be fine. So we need to kill everything as usual. Let's see. Kill you. I'm not supposed to have Jenny deployed. I'm just gonna have to try to stay out of combat. And we also have a bunch of enemies in the upper right corner that are fighting some uncontrollable green units. And I need to kind of rely on the green units to take as many of them out as possible, because that's just faster, because I don't have anyone close by. So we just hope that the green units survive as long as possible and clean stuff up. While Celica makes her way over there.
Charge!
Okay. Yep, all the enemies left are the enemies near the 2 green units up there. Kachu's probably dead. Oh, she's not. Oh, okay. Oh, no, they're running away. Oh, no. Oh, no, they're running away. No, you failed. You had one job, green units, to kill that's one nerd. Does Celica have to do everything for you? Gosh. All right, next map. We kill zombies. That's all we have to do.
Hey, all right, zombies are in this game. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm ready
And
for
pretty straightforward map. We're just gonna 3-turn this. We're gonna put Celica into this spot, which is guaranteed to be in range of every single remaining zombie, so they all die on turn 3. And GG. What's Celica's speed? She needs 14 speed. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a detour here because her speed is not good. So I'm gonna make a short detour here to get a speed booster. Thank you. Which risks more map spawns, and map spawns on Celica's side are really not that big of a deal, so it's whatever. And this is good for marathon safety anyways. Because Celica's 12 speed, we need 14 to double attack on the mercenaries in the map after this.
That was delicious.
All right.
I'm ready.
So
for
this is what
anything.
people like to call Archer Fort. Lots of archers that we cannot counterattack. And desert maps are also very fun in this game. Because as usual, mobility is limited on deserts unless you're a flyer in this game. So enjoy Celica's slow march to the front of the Archer Forts. March on forward. March on forward. All right, so once I get to the actual entrance of the fort, that's a fantastic level up. I'm going to be camping Silica in a spot where half the archers will just die, because a lot of them will be forced to attack Silica at 1 or 2 range, which she can counterattack. She cannot counterattack 3 range, but she can counterattack 1 and 2 range. So if I camp Silica here, half these archers are going to melt. Melted they did.
Ready to move out.
Okay. Ooh. 9 attack. 16. Yeah, okay. I need to heal her. I have to do some quick math there. She exactly dies if I attack something. And worst case scenario happens.
Ready for anything.
Nice miss. So yeah, that's at this point we kind of have to just pick off the archers one by one. But given that we killed like half of them in 1 turn, that's pretty productive. Given that we can't actually counter them normally. So. All right. Now we have a bit of a route split here. We can either choose to kill Dean and his mercenaries or kill Sonia and her witches. We don't like witches, even though we're Celica, so we're going to kill Dean. And this is a scary map because Dean can just delete us since he has a high crit weapon and is very fast.
Ready for anything.
I'm going to use this experience booster right now. Okay. So using that experience booster is important because it lets us hit level 15. And that's where we learn Excalibur, which is Celica's pretty much the main bread and butter for Celica for most of the rest of the run, because it's a 95 accurate weapon with 20% crit and decent might, and it doesn't cost too much magic. So we just have a more accurate weapon with a high chance of critting, which we did not get the crit, unfortunately, but oh well. Not a big deal. Dean's running away because he's in retreat mode. Goodbye. And now everything should melt because we can double attack every mercenary here, thanks to the speed booster we got from the village. Okay. Attack levels are good. This is a very attack-blessed Celica. She has 23 attack. 28 is the benchmark for late game, by the way, and she's comfortably gonna hit that. Okay. She has 10 defense, which is fine. It's like 1 above average at this point, so it's fine. It's not amazing, but it's fine. So this is a pretty solid Celica too. Like honestly, if this was a PB attempt, I would be pretty happy with this Almond Celica overall. I mean, it's too bad about the map spawns, but well, it can't be helped. All right, so yeah, this is kind of a slow map because we just got to kill everything slowly. On the way. Our priority is to kill range enemies that we can't counter, such as this archer. We just missed, though. Good job. Good job. Don't die. Thank you for not dying. Okay, let's go ahead and use a hyper potion.
I don't want to be picky, but
We're gonna need it. Okay, you die.
ready for anything.
Okay, you die. Arcanus only has 2 range, so he should die in enemy phase. Good. We're going to use Thunder, which has 70 accuracy. That might sound familiar for Pokemon Kaizo. And then we just march on forward and kill everything in the way. The boss is great. He's really fast, but the Celica is pretty solid, so she should be fine. More attack. She just missed him. Okay. Interesting. Crit. Okay, that's fine. Don't miss. Good job. And then we have to kill this Arcanist right here, who's kind of hitting us like a truck. Goodbye. Last target we need to kill. The Cantor up there, who's summoning skeletons every turn. 26 attack is ridiculous. Like, I think her average is like 20 at this point or something. Goodbye. So Celica just capped her level, so every bit of experience we get is wasted, but like, there's nothing we can do about it, so it's kind of whatever. Because it's not like we want to train anyone else at this point. Alright. That map is done. Now we're going to go ahead into this building and activate some plot flags, basically. We're also gonna
I
get
love that
S.
phrase, just activating plot.
Yeah, pretty much. And we're gonna pick up a few goodies for money, and also another super potion. And we're gonna skip this recruit and also grab a Carbos. I mean, a speed booster. Totally not making these Kaizo references. Yeah. This silica can make it. This silica can make it to Elite 4. Like, this is a solid silica. Not gonna lie.
But
So we're gonna
the
get
seed
our
still has
HM.
to let you win.
Yeah, it does have to let me win. We're gonna get our HM friend here named S, and she's gonna open a door for us. That's why she's a really important HM friend. Okay, so these map spawns are unfortunate, but it's not too big of a deal, really. Nowhere near as bad as Almside. Because one thing you can do in this game, if you're in an optional encounter, is you can retreat on turn 3. Alright, goodbye. And when you retreat, you always go backwards, but in this case, we want to go backwards, because we need to kind of do a bit of a backtrack on the map anyways. So, getting a spawn there isn't, as I mentioned, getting an ambush spawn there isn't really a big deal in Silica side.
I'm ready.
In Alm side is a very big deal because you cannot afford to retreat since you always want to move forward on the map. Yeah, so everything here is just gonna die because our Silica is very good. And like, if you didn't notice, the Blessed Sword is healing us every turn. Like, if we didn't have the Blessed Sword, we need to waste like a third of our turns stopping to heal with limited resources too. So we basically have leftovers, which is banned in Kaizo, so I guess this run's not legit. That's why leftovers are really good. So we can conserve a lot of actions from not having to use our actual potions because we basically have permanent leftovers.
Does
we're
it
gonna
heal
go ahead
exactly 1/16 of HP?
It's 5 HP, so that's 1 out of 7 HP at the moment.
Wow.
It's about double. So yeah, it's basically
Powerful.
double leftovers.
Even more broken and
Yeah.
doubly
I'm
banned.
ready for
now.
anything. I can handle this.
All right, so we got our HM friend ready to use. I can't think of an HM equivalent for this. Strength, I guess. I don't know. She just opened a door for us. Good job.
All units, attack!
She somehow survived. I'm gonna undo that because she actually needs. I hate saying this, but she actually needs to die.
Charge!
That's really important.
Yeah, anybody else wanting to learn more about Fire Emblem speedruns, just head on over to
I'm ready for
ironmon.gg.
anything. All units, attack!
Because Pokemon Kaizo and Ironmon are basically the same thing. I mean, no, Pokemon Kaizo.
Oh yeah, that's because they are.
Yeah, no, okay. Fire Emblem Kaizo and Pokemon speedrunning Fire Emblem is basically the same thing as Pokemon Kaizo. All right. We've got, yeah, you can see all those enemies you have to take out, and this is the map where we want to slowly get literally everyone not named Silica defeated because they're just gonna waste time, and this is the best map to do it. Unfortunately, Saber is kind of bulky, so he's taking a bit to die. Let me get defeated. And he killed something, so he's wasting time with a level up that we don't want. Saber, please.
This hurt.
Saber, please, stop surviving! No, do not get defense! Defense is very bad. There we go. There we go. Alright. Take you out. We gained a yeah, we did get a resistance level up. We have 34. Yeah, we can be aggressive. We'll be safe and use up another super potion here. And now bonk you.
I'm ready for anything.
Okay. And that's Act 3.
GG.
So that's the longest act gonna run and the least reliable. So we just have to hit a few more plot flags and we're on to Act 4, which is the most fun part of the run, IMO.
What sets it apart from the rest?
It's Act 3 is so unreliable. But once you get up to Act 4, that's when like your Alm and Silica, if assuming you get that far in the first place, have really snowballed and are just kind of unstoppable. It's not like Awakening where you're like still like completely invulnerable, but like the run becomes relatively reliable at this point because you should have a really super stupidly broken Almond Silica at this point, if you got this far. Plot triggers. So Silica just promoted with the plot because plot triggers, and so now she can gain level ups again. Cool. Will not promote. He can only promote after you hit another plot flag in Silica Act 4, which is why we're gonna do Act 4 on Silica side immediately. So can promote and start gaining levels again. Alright. So we're gonna make a bit of a detour here to grab, because this is completely optional, but we're gonna dip in here to get a few key things that will help us even more. First of all, 2 level ups here. That's a really good level up. That's also a very good level up. Defense is very, very huge on Silica because her defense chance is 30%. And she's at 13, which is 3 above average at this point. Really good. Alright, so at this point, the Blessed Sword has been really good. It's her main physical melee weapon, and also heals her every turn. But what Silica really lacks at the moment is range. And she only counterattacks stuff at 2 range on enemy phase. What we're going to be getting soon is an item called a Mage Ring. And the Mage Ring increases your magic range by 2. That means with the Mage Ring equipped, she will effectively have 4 range, which means she can finally counterattack enemies up to 4 range away. But only if she has the Mage Ring equipped. So the speedrun kind of comes down into like, do I want to sacrifice physical offense and equip the Mage Ring for more flexibility, or do I want more physical offense but sacrifice the ability to counterattack? And that really just depends on like your offensive benchmarks, usually. So we have to make another detour there to grab a bow. You'll see why later on. And now, I hope you enjoy this march to the swamp here.
Let us proceed.
All right. So I think things are going to get a little scary, but that's okay because our Silica is really good. And we have to kind of just march on forward slowly, 2 tiles by 2. And yeah, everything just dies because Silica's kind of broken now. 31 attack. Excuse me. Excuse me. 31 attack is ridiculous. I think her average is like 26, 27 at this point. Okay. I'm gonna go heal here. Mage Ring. Kill you. She should also counterattack every sniper, because snipers only have 4 range if they have no weapon. In hard mode, they all have weapons, so Silica can't actually counter them, because they effectively have 5 range.
I'm counting on all of you. Wonderful.
Because hard mode is quite different from normal mode. I've speedrun hard mode, by the way, and it's actually pretty... Hard mode speedruns are actually more reliable than normal mode. Fun fact.
Of course they are.
It sounds weird to say that, but it's true. It's also true, because in hard mode, you can't just bunga with only Almond Silica. You can't do that. That's basically impossible. So what you do is you literally grind other units, and then just bunga the entire latter half of the game. So hard mode is literally easier than easy mode in the speedrun context. Okay. That's one of the longer maps of Act 4. Next map is kind of funny. So it's really rare for Silica to hit the benchmark to be able to kill Necro Dragons with no physical weapon. That's 32 attack. I think she's at least 31. I don't know if she got attack since. Oh no, she did. So we don't have to waste time menuing to equip a sword. All right, map done. 33 attack. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. Next map. So since Silica is so strong that she can just 2-shot every single Necro Dragon without a weapon, we can just keep the Mage Ring equipped this entire map instead of equipping the Blessed Sword. One thing, the Mage Ring also heals you 5 HP per turn, so it's also doubles as the leftovers, which is really convenient. Alright, yeah, so our Silica is so strong, we're just gonna keep bungaing. Silica Smash is the name of the game right now. The Silica is very angry after all the Corins and Robins that failed to get the stats they needed in this stream. 34 attack. 34 attack. Excuse me. Ma'am. 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 Are you okay? I mean, I don't mind it. I think she's really angry, though. Oh, okay. Not 35 attack, but still a good level up. Okay. And we just got her brother, Conrad. He's kind of nice in the next map coming up, actually. Because he's a paladin, a cavalier, who has really good bases, actually. Offensive bases. Like, he's actually really fast and accurate and relatively strong, and he has really good resistance for a physical unit. So he's actually going to be pretty handy next map, because he has enough offensive power to bonk some witches, and the next map has like 10 witches. Which Silicon can tank pretty well, actually, because she got 2 lucky resistance levels. Which is a 4% chance each, by the way. But first of all, we have to go through this dungeon maze. Which you can just memorize the path and not care. So you're kind of supposed to follow this puzzle of like following these statues and where they face. But it's not random. It's all predetermined, so we can just memorize the path. And that's a zombie encounter right there that gives you a bazillion experience. So that's really funny. We just found one. Obviously slow, so I'm not bothering. So what's better than an angry Celica? Question. Question for chat.
Silica?
Angry Celica. An angry Celica with +3 defense. Enjoy these +3 defense boosters, Celica. And be even more tanky. Alright, so we need to hit some plot triggers here. Talk to this guy, which allows us to promote Alm now. Which we'll do after we finish Act 4 Celica side. Grab a few free stat boosters. That's a +2 defense stat booster. That's a +2 attack stat booster, which Celica clearly does not need at this point. Okay. Okay, and safety save in case Celica gets bunged by witches.
Let us proceed.
So this is Duma Gate. This map is actually what Inigo's paralog is based off of from Awakening. Fun fact. Okay, bonk a witch. See, that's a lot of witches, but Celica has, like, chunky res. She should be fine. Okay. Oh, they're actually attacking Conrad over Celica. That's funny. Okay, bye, Conrad. He did his job. He killed, like, 2 witches for us. Let's use a super potion.
A fine meal.
And then equip the blessed sword. So basically, I'm going to be just navigating this maze here and just killing everything in the way. With the blessed sword, because we want physical damage. 20 defense, Celica. No big deal. Mage ring, because we want to bonk the boss in the middle, because he keeps summoning like this earthquake attack. He's about to charge one now, but too late. You're dead. Because Mage ring gives us 4 range. See ya. And bonk this Cantor, who's summoning monsters every turn. We have 4 range. Bye. Kill another Dread Fighter here, who's basically a ninja. Goodbye. Bonk you with 4 range. Bye. Those Arcanists have 3 range, but we have 4 range with the Mage ring. They're dead. Bonk you. 1 more Arcanist left. He's going to die in enemy phase because we have 4 range. Goodbye. Alright, so next map is a bit of a gimmick map. You don't have to kill the boss on this map. He retreats after 6 turns, I think. But you can only damage... He's immune to every form of damage, but he takes damage every 4 attacks. So what we need to do is we need to burn 3 attacks on him, and then kill him on the 4th hit. And this is what we need 28 attack for, which we have 35, which is ridiculous. Yeah, 35 now. This is the 2nd attack. And we're killing him because we really want the Draco Shield for Alm. This is the 3rd attack. And now we're going to use Celica's most powerful spell, Ragnarok. I'll play animations for fun. Goodbye. Dead. So I'll explain what the Draco Shield does when it becomes relevant, but I'm not going to explain it for now because we're not talking about Alm, we're talking about Celica. I don't know why you're that far away. I'm just gonna bonk you. Okay. So we're gonna make a quick trip here. This game has a mechanic called forging where you get to upgrade weapons, and we haven't really done that because it's cost time. But now we will because we need to set stuff up for Alm. Really important. We're gonna sell a bunch of stuff. Sell that. We need to hit we need to hit 365 silver. One more. Forge, steel bow, longbow, and then blessed sword 2.
Many thanks.
And then now we are going to talk to these merchants because we can send stuff over to 3 things over to Alm. So we're going to send a longbow to Alm. I'll explain what that does later. We're going to send the Draco shield to Alm. And then we're going to send the Soma to Alm, which is a +2 attack stat booster. Okay, and now we're pretty much approaching the final dungeon of Celica side, and then we have Alm side, Act 4, which is the fastest part of the run. So it's like 10 minutes long. But first we need to go through Duma Tower, which has 4 battles, and then move on to Alm.
The tower is massive. Impressive.
So pretty much just memorize the maze, go to where you need to go. Spoiler alert, we're just gonna bunga everything with Celica.
Greater power. Perhaps that answer lies at the tower.
Okay.
Let us proceed.
Once again, we need to kill everything on this map. Oh, that's a little
So,
sad.
Chad, I'm
We should
going to
find-
ask you another quick question here.
Mhm.
Very, very important. There is a correct answer. Kirby
The
knows
answer lies at the
what
tower's
the correct answer is.
Go for it.
lies at the tower's peak.
That is, of course, Celica or Alm.
Oh, this is gonna be a landslide, isn't it? Especially with Engage. Okay.
Let us proceed.
Yeah, this map. This is a map.
It is kind of neat, like, definitely unique for the like. Does any other Fire Emblem game play even remotely close to this?
No. There's nothing like this. So this is actually kind of like a Fire Emblem game, kind of like a JRPG at the same time, with the dungeons and stuff. Which is why, like, Gaiden, the game that this is a remake of, is kind of considered a black sheep. Because we need to kind of be sneaky here, because that's a Dread Fighter. They're ninjas, basically, and we kind of don't want to get in an encounter. And we're good. Okay. And now everything dies. In 2 turns. Everything should die here, unless we miss.
Just don't miss. That
Just don't
easy.
miss. It's that easy.
speed run
38
for
attack.
babies.
Oh. Well, I guess we didn't... Yeah, that's okay. We just have 1 map left with Celica, and it's Alm to Alm. We really don't need defense on her. 21 defense is
I don't wanna be
ridiculous
picky, but-
for her. Okay. Need to be a little sneaky here. Hi there. Bye. Last fight on Celica side. Because this map is actually pretty scary, because like there's all these skeletons that have really threatening weapons, and witches that actually hit kind of hard, and some enemies will silence Celica by hitting her, so she can't use magic sometimes. So this map is like actually a little scary, but like with how ridiculous a Celica is, I don't think I'll have much issue. Famous last words, but still. Actually, I want the Mage Ring equipped. Okay. Let's Excalibur you. And then Excalibur, no, Thunder you. Thanks for hitting Thunder. Similar accuracy to Pokemon Thunder. We all know how lovely Thunder's accuracy is. See, Thunder, I never talked about Thunder in this game. Thunder is a 3-range spell, 5 range with the Mage Ring. So it's really inaccurate though, because that's 70 accuracy. Well, not really inaccurate, but it's... But like, sometimes you need that extra range. You just gotta go for it sometimes. Oh, that is unfortunate. So these are moguls, and they can multiply, have a random chance of multiplying, and they're kind of in an awkward spot. If I get this thunder here, then this should be GG. There we go. Okay. And that is the last map of Act 4 Silica side. And now we are on to Alm side.
Goodbye, Silica.
You'll see her again in Act 5, don't worry. Alright. So I'm gonna make a quick trip. I'm gonna make a quick trip to the blacksmith and forge stuff for Alm. So we're gonna sell a few goodies for him. Lightning sword, steel lance, steel bow, blessed string, leather shield, and then exotic spice. And I'm gonna do the casual pitfall of forging the royal sword. It is ridiculously expensive. I do not recommend doing this casually. It is so expensive to forge it. We're better off forging like 3 other weapons instead of the royal sword, because that's how expensive it is.
But
because
it's the
it's a
royal
speedrun.
sword. Stats big.
It is royally expensive. Haha.
These massive ruins have stood
Okay.
witness to.
My poor Alm
More
can't
than
catch
just
a
the
break
scent
in
of
this bull.
broken,
I
rusted
know.
iron.
I love both of them a lot.
That's really what's doing it.
I love both of them a lot. They're a great couple. I love them both.
Intent having come and gone.
Anyways, this is a bit of a detour I need to make. Oh, don't get in on a counter, please. Okay, we're good. Because we need to promote Alm. That's kind of important because his level is kind of capped. So, meanwhile, I make a bit of a quick detour to give him 2 resistance shrines, just so he can die less to be less allergic to magic. And then, gonna give him some. How are his stats looking? 16. Yeah, we want 14 lock and 18 speed.
I saw HP 40. Can you believe Alm's HP is only just tied with Celica's attack? How inferior is Alm here? And just because I'm going in last second, I'm voting for Celica. I was waiting till the end.
10. What is this? 10 resistance on Alm. He's gained 4 resistance level ups this run.
Everyone get back!
His average is 1 when he's level capped. He's gained 4. I'm not
All right,
complaining.
so someone do the math
But, yeah.
on that.
I'm not complaining, but holy moly.
And with 73% of the votes, Celica is
All
superior.
right, let's go.
Sorry, Alm fans. All right, so we're gonna use a Draco shield because the Draco shield is a shield that gives you plus 13 defense, plus 13 resistance, but tanks your speed. In other words, Alm is unkillable, but he's not gonna double like anything except magic users because enemy magic users are really slow. Let's see. I'm gonna want, and we also have the longbow, which is his main ranged weapon at this point, because the longbow is a 4-range bow, and Alm can use it after promoting. So he now has 4 range, and he can counter any archer. He can now counter every single bow user in the game that doesn't have a weapon. 5 resistance levels. What on earth?
It just keeps happening.
It just keeps happening. Excuse me.
Yeah, Kirby, can you work some math here while you're doing this speedrun where you have to think about a lot of things?
Chat, do it for me. What's the chance that he gets 25 out of 25 level ups? What's the chance that he gets 5 resistance level ups with a 3% chance each? Go.
All right, there's some combinatorics in there.
Yeah, there's some combinatorics
just-
there.
Not a simple probability there.
Yeah, Toku Hero, you're gonna have to update that to 5 now.
Yeah, it's not a straight up 3% to the 5, power of 5.
Okay,
we got like 5 more minutes in this run, 10 more minutes in this run, 20
about
more
10
in
minutes.
this run? 10 more minutes in this run. Okay, well we have that long to figure out how to do stats.
Statistics are hard.
Yeah, 25 chances, each chance of 3%. What's your expected outcome, I guess?
And you need like a 5 choose 25 multiplier there too.
Yeah.
Something like that. Okay. Yeah, Alm just deleted everything, by the way. Spoiler alert. So this game just made a side quest where we can go to Nui Baba's abode to get a lot of goodies and a few new units. We're not going to bother because we don't need it. Okay.
All right, let's go.
Camped here.
I'm doing some math Googling right now.
Yeah, you have to. I think you can look up like a binomial probability calculator and plug the numbers in. That was not a good level up, but that's okay. Let's see. I need a longbow. I should also use these stat boosters. I kind of forgot. I don't know about this. Thanks, Alm. And I do want some speed boosters too.
All right, so I've got the probability of getting 5 or more. So just 5 or more of those level ups within 25 levels, 3% each, is 0.00078. Or if you convert that to percentages, that is what? Remove 2 of those zeros. So 0.078% that we just saw. That's not high. That is not high at all. I'm just going to inverse it so I can see it. That's 1 in 1,282. Sorry, if I did it correctly.
Math is hard. Probability is hard. I don't blame people for being wrong about it because it's really easy to just go like, well, it's just 3 to the power 0.3 to the power of this. Why are you running away there? That's annoying. Oh god, they're gonna run all the way. Heal AI, yay. Okay, bonk you. Okay. So everything in the bottom half of the map is done. Now we're just gonna march on forward, equip the Draco shield so we don't die to anything. Because now we're pretty much unkillable as long as we have the Draco shield equipped. But it's hard to actually kill anything that's not a witch with the Draco shield. It's still a very good level up. Celica was like having 25 defense. This almost like almost 30 defense. Tank Alm. Okay. So yeah, these druids are really scary because they have a spell called Death, which is 14 mites, 3 range. So it's actually really scary. So I'm gonna go out of my way to pick them off at range, and then now just march on forward with the Draco shield. Okay. 31 attack, yo, good level up there. 30 defense, 31 attack, Alm and Celica have both been very angry this run. They have both been very angry. I don't mind, because it means better stats and more bunga. I want you to longbow, to cantor. I missed, unfortunately, not the end of the world. I double missed. Cool. It happens. 70% chance to hit. Actually, transistor on 78 because, again, hybrid RN system. Okay, and now we have 2 maps left in Act 4, and we have Act 5, which is the final dungeon. All right, so this is a map that's kind of really annoying if you don't have archers, and we kind of don't. Because we have to go through all these halls and kill every single Bow Knight, every single Arcanist, but most of the Bow Knights don't have weapons, because it's normal mode. What does that mean? Well, that means Alm can counter them, because the Bow Knights only have 5 range if they have a weapon. But since this is normal difficulty, they only have 4 range. And Alm with the longbow can counter them. With the longbow. Okay. So yeah, now we just kind of march on around and just equip the Royal Sword now so we can kill these Barons, because they're actually really tanky, and we need the extra attack power from the Royal Sword to kill them. 1 more Baron left, and then we'll equip the Longbow. Cool. Longbow gaming, goodbye. Now Alm's gonna kill 2 Arcanists. Good job, Alm. Kill you. Don't miss. I think he just didn't do enough damage. That's okay. Goodbye. Nice double miss. It happens. Don't double miss again. Thank you. Yo, 33 attack. And now we have the last map. So remember how I was talking so much about how we needed to get Silph to warp, and we only used warp 1 time this entire run? You might be like, well, that doesn't seem like that big of a deal. Well, in this map, it's a big deal. Because in normal mode, the boss is here. In hard mode, the boss is all the way up here. And this is a defeat boss map. So we can end this map by just bonking the boss. In other words, this map is trivialized in normal mode due to the positioning of the boss. Because we can just warp. And goodbye.
Bye.
Okay, Alm failed to kill.
Boss.
And that's basically the end of Act 4. And now we have the final act of the run. Again, plot triggers. Now it's officially Act 5. We only have 2 more battles and 3 really quick ones left. So 2 more real battles and 3 like super fast ones, and then we are done with the run. Okay. I need to get my calculator up because I have an entire spreadsheet to calculate the damage values for the last boss, and that depends on everyone's stats, so I need to get that ready. All right.
Whatever lies at the end of these corridors possesses a frightful
Ha!
It sets the hair.
Okay.
Yeah, while I've been doing all this math, have you gotten any more resistance levels?
I did not actually. Okay. Need to do some dodges here. Oh, that is a terrible location for you all. It's okay, we dodged. Okay. Now we've got cutscenes, then more dungeoning. So this dungeon's kind of a giant maze. It kind of loops around, but obviously I know where to go, so I can just skip it. Cutscenes. And then the Berkut map. So this is a route map, but there are 2 very dangerous bosses, and my priority is to bonk Renea, Berkut's wife, because she is a witch that is very scary. So I need to kind of get set up so I can set up a warp to bonk her immediately, but also kill off an Arcanist or 2 because they're also very dangerous. Although Alm just dodged one, so, you know, we take those, I guess. Meanwhile, Matilda... Oh, not want that. I must have mispositioned her. Yeah, I didn't position her properly. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
You just go here and survive as long as possible. Be Bates! Go, Bates! Okay. This should still reach, because we have 5 warp. Yeah, we can reach, okay. And then we bonk her and hope we don't miss. Good job.
Yay!
With a good level up, too. And everyone be Bates. Goodbye. 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 Okay, I can just double line you. Goodbye. You're scary, because you use magic, so I need to kill you. That's fine. Okay, be in range of as many as possible. And should be map over? Yeah, map over. Okay. So we have Alm's trials, which are really quick. They're forced Alm solos, which we've kind of been doing an Alm solo this entire time anyways. And then we have the final real map to run. That is a terrible position for you, and you too. So we probably like 5 minutes left, roughly.
It's done.
It's almost done.
Like then I get a Kit Kirby. Then we'll be sad because it's all over.
It'll be all over, all the 3DS Fire Emblems.
We'll never see 3DS Fire Emblem. on
Never
this channel
again.
Never again. Yeah.
Feels bad.
You ruined it, Kirby. I mean, how are you gonna beat the 5 resistance proc?
I know. How am I ever gonna beat that?
You just did something that's never gonna happen again.
I had a run a while ago where my Celica got 5 resistance levels as well.
But it wasn't on all.
It was not. It is more likely than Alm because her growth rate is a little bit higher. But yes, 4% instead of 3%. Very big difference. That was a 3% chance of getting a bone walk. I got 2 in a row. What? Excuse me.
Get this done.
I think it's a 3% chance each to get a drop, which wastes time. Don't get me wrong, but excuse
All right,
me.
quick, do the math. That one's easy. 3% times 3%.
It's like 3% out of like 8, something like that. But yeah,
Get this done.
this is a run. This is certainly
It really
a run of all
is.
times.
I'm
yes.
glad we're ending with this. Like,
I know.
This is just dumb. Yeah.
Okay. So you're kind of forced to do Alm solos here because this is supposed to test like Alm's strength to use the Falchion, which is his final weapon. Spoiler: it's not a very good weapon.
I'll get this done.
And that's the last map. Then we need to go to endgame, the final boss. So there's a lot to go over for the final boss. So the final boss has 156 HP on normal difficulty. He becomes immune once he hits 52 or lower. He becomes immune to all damage except for the Falchion. So what I need to do is I need to get Celica to crit him and get him as far past 52 HP as possible so Alm can finish him with the Falchion. Because that's the only way to kill him. So we need crits. We need crits.
No, Kirby, I haven't failed you yet, buddy. You're gonna get him.
That was delicious. That was delicious.
Speed.
That was delicious. That was
Speed.
delicious.
Less sword. Safety save. All right, so I need to get my spreadsheet open so I can log everyone's stats. Alm has 35 attack. Silk has 40. What the hell?
Doing math live on GDQ.
35 attack. 40 on Silk at the moment. Yeah, I'm typing in my spreadsheets right now while I speedrun and looking at it right now. Silka might even get an attack level, so I might have to update that. Let's see. She has... Silka does 123 damage at the moment.
Hey, leave some for me.
2... 2.
A fine meal.
Is she getting attack? That is attack. Okay, update the spreadsheet. Okay. Okay, I have an idea of how much damage I'm doing. Okay. Draco shield.
I feel a little better.
Then that's a lot of enemies in the way, annoyingly. That's the final boss, Duma. I need to clear out as many enemies as possible soon so we don't get blocked. We should be good. Yeah, we should be good. Okay, so I'm gonna bait the boss right now. Heal Alm on Celica.
I feel a little better.
Celica's gonna grab the Angel Ring, which is plus 20 luck, which is effectively plus 10 crit. So Alm's gonna bait the boss, hopefully dodge. He did not dodge, unfortunate. Not the end of the world though. Now, oh, we got blocked. Okay, that's unfortunate. So we need to retreat because we got blocked since Alm can't actually reach the final boss.
That was delicious.
So we need to burn the turn here. Retreat a bit.
Glad to know you.
Hopefully dodge. We did dodge. Hopefully we don't get blocked. We did not get blocked. Okay. We need... Okay, so we ideally get 2 crits in a row, but 1 should be fine. 44% chance per hit. That's 1 crit. We will do... He'll have 18 HP left. And so this is a guaranteed kill. This is a guaranteed kill. And... Time. Okay. GG.
Gee, I couldn't come through with you for the double crits, but you got at least 1.
Yeah, we got 1 in, and we're good. We're good. And that's GG. So...
Well done, Kirby. And I do have to apologize because every single person has like a finite amount of luck that they can use. And unfortunately, you rolled yours all in the wrong stuff today. So like your next couple hundred runs of a Fire Emblem game are just going to be cursed. And I sincerely apologize for that. There's not much I can do about it. It is what it is. But don't blame me. Blame the game.
It's okay.
And the universe for how luck works.
I think we are short on time, but thank you, Fant, for having me on the show. This was a good time.
Yeah, I want you to talk about what you do on stream really quick before we say goodbye and get in for the next show, because we do have more hotfix for you coming up. Time capsule after this. I saw Smooth Operative in chat. She's great. But yeah, Kirby, really quick, 15-second shout out. Let's hear it.
Yeah, I speedrun a lot of Fire Emblem. I've been working on a lot of Fire Emblem speedrun stuff in general. And I also stream randomizers of various Metroid and Zelda games too nowadays. But hit the follow button if you like watching Fire Emblem content in general. I also speedrun other games as well, but my current focus is Fire Emblem as a series. And again, shout outs to Fant for having me on the show. Awesome host. Second time I've been on her show. Yep. And that's all I have to say. So thanks everyone for watching.
GG's, Kirby, and everybody stay tuned because after the break, we will be going into Time Capsule hosted by Smooth Operative, focusing on the year 2021 in video games. Have a good one.